Hello everyone, I'm MVL, and if this is the first you've heard about it, I have mentioned it in streams before, but if this is the first you're hearing about it, I am moving. So this is the last stream in this game room. I am going to be doing a chill stream today. I'm going to be boxing up some games to take away. I've been taking a lot of stuff over to the new game room. Very excited to show you stuff about that place as it takes shape. Man, there's a lot of stuff to do. But yes, mostly this will be a chill stream. And if you enjoy that sort of thing, or you want to have some questions, we can do a little bit of Q&A as well. And I can also inform you of some of my plans for the new game room as we progress. But yes, this is mostly going to be me boxing up probably mostly these shelves, these white shelves to my left, which I was not going to bring over because they're not in the best condition, but I think I'm going to need the shelves regardless, so I'm going to take them anyway. One thing I'm trying to figure out with the new game room is well, you'll see it because I have a preview video coming about it soon. In fact, the new game room teaser will be on Monday the 22nd. So be sure to keep your eye out for that. That will be a little bit of a teaser for the new game room posted as a video. A regular video on the 22nd, so look forward to that. And yes, that'll show off some of the new game room before I have everything in there, of course. And I also will be doing a video of building shelves for the new game room. And I'm getting a new computer. I plan to get a new computer, I should say. So I may be doing an unboxing for that as well. Plus, I've ordered some other stuff that there's going to be unboxings as well. And yes, with all goes well, there should be streams from the new place from next week. Can't say for certain because that is assuming the internet is there from Monday. If not, I panic. Hey Jesse, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Have I seen the Nintendo Direct live stream? I have skimmed through it, yes. I saw that Skyward Sword is getting re-release. I'm very happy that it has regular controls as well as Joy-Con. By the way, I will say that for the Joy-Cons for that, they released some new Zelda Joy-Cons for Skyward Sword. And I was pretty much in the position where I was like, I don't need new Joy-Cons. I like those. Here's my money. I'm probably going to get those. And I'm probably just going to, because the Joy-Cons have a sort of built-in redundancy to them because of the Joy-Con drift. You know, guys, my computer is being really loud with the fan. That's one of the reasons I'm getting a new computer. So hopefully that'll be sorted in the future. But I digress. Yes, I wanna get those Joy-Cons. I'm thinking about it anyway, and I might just get them and then attach them to my Switch. And then use the grey Joy-Cons as the regular Joy-Cons, so that I don't break the shiny new ones. But yeah, pretty cool. Plus, I saw some other games were announced. Mario Golf was on the forefront. Did you see the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 character coming to Smash? Now, I'm not a big Smash guy myself, but they really got you with that trailer. They really trolled you on it. They've done that before where they've shown a bit of something and then it turned out to be a Smash reveal. But this time I felt like it went on forever. Like it went on forever. And then they it felt like they were doing a genuine DLC. They did something similar with Animal Crossing, I think, previously. And they did a little tease with like Luigi's Mansion as well. And things like that. But this time it really was, and Splatoon as well, but this time it really was like, it felt like they were definitely showing you a DLC. I felt for it. I was a mark for it. I was, you know, the marked. Yeah, let's see other games appeal to you. Which do you recommend? In terms of like Joy-Cons, I just use the regular Joy-Cons, but I use the Pro Controller, to be fair. Hey Digicon, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream. How you doing, buddy? I see you using my face. I appreciate it, my friend. I appreciate it in the nicest possible way. Got a bronze cup there as well. Nice. Nice, the bronze coffee cup. I got some tea. Actually, often my cup that says tea has coffee in it. Today it has tea. Because I'm mostly out of coffee moving, you know. But this time it is tea. Yorkshire tea, I think. And I also have some chocolate buttons with me as well. Snacking during a stream. Oh my goodness. There's a thing where you know everything's a thing. There's a thing where people enjoy hearing people make loud noises eating. I think it's referred to as mukbang. It's funny that I'm talking about this 5 minutes into a video that's supposed to be me boxing up games and stuff. But I said it was a casual deal. Yeah, we'll be moving. I need to sort out. I need to sort out some of the setup for the new game room. So one thing is, it's a larger room. It's about 5 foot larger. I also have another room. So the room that will be the game room is about 20 foot by 10 foot, I think, which is pretty big for a UK room. Because small houses around here. So that's good. I get an extra 5 foot space. And then I have another room that I will use for like overflow, and that's around about 15 by 10, I think. But my issue is that it's kind of like a long room, if you know what I mean. The room that I will be filming in, and the door is like right behind you, like where the so I currently have like all of my screen stuff where essentially where you guys are seeing from would be all of my TVs and like my consoles, and that would be in front of a heater and the window. And if I was to do that in the next place, you would see a door behind me, which I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a big fan. I want people to just see shelves behind me rather than a door. Mario Golf game is coming out. Yeah, the Mario Golf game actually looked pretty cool. I liked that you could run between the holes as like a little bit of a race. It's great for us needs and us nerds. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, in fact, I'm doing a video about bigger game shelves as well, because shelves like this, the one to my left here, or I guess stage right, however you want to say it. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird to me because like what I see is kind of reversed. But yes, these shelves, like, they only have like 6 compartments, whereas like they really could fit 8. And then like the more shelves you have, if you have like more shelves and they are not utilizing the space that well, you end up wasting a lot of space over a certain amount of shelves. So I should hopefully be getting better shelves, but to be fair, I'm pretty much taking what I've got at the moment and figuring out where I want to put it. So it's probably going to take a while to get the game room sorted out. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to leave the angle where the door is behind me in the new game room, and then maybe put like a poster over the door or whatever, because I don't like having a door there. Or what I wanted to do is have the couch the other way around. Not only would it be easier, you wouldn't be squeezing past shelves to get to the couch, but then you'd have a good line of shelves behind me, so the backdrop would look a little bit better. I think the only issue with that is then the space where the window is and where the heater is would almost be dead space, so I'd almost be wasting like 10 foot of space. That's what's concerning me there. Like, unless I put my consoles there, but then I'm not sure how the angle I'm not sure how the angle would work from the camera from your guys' point of view. So I'd have to test it. As I eat some chocolate buttons. Yeah, either way, I should have more space. Because we're talking, in theory, an extra 5 foot on either wall shelf-wise, an extra 10 foot of shelves. But the roof is kind of angled where the far side is. Because it's on the top floor, so it's like where the roof is. So I don't know, I might actually have the same amount of space. I'm not sure. But either way, I'll have an overflow room for some stuff. So the game room would just be game room stuff. My goodness, I'm enjoying these chocolate buttons. However, I'm about to get my hands dirty. Hey Trevor, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream. How you doing, buddy? You can see a lot of boxes next to me. This is your feature presentation. I will be boxing up games. I've already done a fair few PC games. I've already moved my D&D books. I moved a lot of stuff like that. I found a Philips personal video monitor recently in the attic. It was pretty much left for dead. That I will be taking across. I will be taking my flat screen TV. It's an old one, but still taking it. And yes, I need to figure out where everything's going. But good to see you too, my friend. Appreciate you being here. Last time in this gaming room. Hey, how you doing, Ace? Welcome to stream, my friend. It's actually, to be fair, guys, because of my regular videos, I live stream and I do regular videos as well. Because of how my regular videos are filmed, it's almost going to be a bit obnoxious because I have already filmed a fair few videos that in some way are in this game room. So I've already filmed half of a video where I'm making new game shelves. I just have to get the shelves in the new place and finish that video. I've got a video coming on Monday, which will be a teaser for the new game room, so you'll get to see a little bit of the new game room in that. But I think the most part is I've filmed a lot of D&D, so I've got a lot of D&D coming that has not been edited yet, or has been edited and still needs to be uploaded. By the way, guys, some point after this video today, I'm also planning to upload a D&D video, so keep an eye out for that if you're a fan of D&D. But almost certainly you're going to get a lot of D&D from this point forward with the old game room. So if you enjoy the look of the old game room, it's gone but not forgotten, because obnoxiously it's going to hang around until I've done all of those videos, which is going to be a while. But appreciate you guys dropping by, my friends. I'm going to have a couple more chocolate buttons before I get my hands dirty, because they were delicious. Delicious! Oh my goodness, they were delicious. Bit of mukbang action. Anyway, yes. You're going to test to see if your NES Mini can switch between 50 Hz and 60 Hz. Ah, I see, so you've like modified it then. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, so, hey, Godzilla Gorilla, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Currently moving as well. Hey, nice, be with me, Spirit Man. There's so many boxes to move. Yeah, so the interesting thing about 50 and 60 Hz is when it comes to PAL and NTSC, modern televisions are all 60 Hz. Some of them may in the UK might support 50 Hz. Your modern televisions. But for the most part, if they're playing 50 Hz a game and they're forcing it to 60, it's not going to run at the correct speed. I have a lot of old TVs, it's not really an issue for me. But for my NES stuff, I actually go through my Retro Freak, and my Retro Freak lets me pick the region, and that does all of that stuff, so it will play it at the right speed. Label all the boxes. To be honest, I'm putting stuff in boxes, and then I'm taking it over, and then I'm just emptying it in piles everywhere, and then I'm taking the boxes back and refilling them. It's going to be pretty crazy. I think one of the things is I want to film a video in the new place of making shelves in there. So I'm leaving the game room barren at the moment, but I will be putting stuff into it. But definitely putting stuff back on the shelves is going to be a bit crazy. I remember I did an April Fool's video where I took all of the games off this back shelf and said that I was collecting Yu-Gi-Oh! Action figures instead. And just that one shelf behind me was an absolute nightmare to put back up. Just doing one row of shelves. Oh my goodness. Exclamation mark on the boxes for Solid Snake. Snake! Snake! Indeed. Label on the labels, right? Yeah, you know I have a lot of labels actually. One thing I do, I'm not sure if I've got one right here. Well, this is just a regular HDMI. But this isn't labeled because this just goes straight to my TV. But I put labels on the ends of my HDMIs to tell me what systems they are, which helps. Hey Sam, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream. So, tearing eyes. You're saying I'm a tearjerker? Wait, what? Welcome to the stream. Alright. Alright. My hands are mostly clean. I'm going to have to put the chocolate buttons aside because my hands are going to get dirty. Boxing up games. I've got kitchen roll, I've got dust cloths, and I've got surface cleaning wipes. So, let's do this. Sounds like a recipe for a good night out, doesn't it? Or does it? I don't know. Anyway, let's grab a box and start boxing up some video games. There's a lot of boxes here. This is too many boxes. There we go. Alright. first, now, I've bought a combination of a company called Really Useful Boxes, which, by the way, I know the name of Really Useful Boxes sounds obnoxious. However, these have good lids. They fasten and seal. They're a little bit more expensive. These other ones I bought these from Argos. And you can see what they were trying to go for with the lids. It looks like they should close, but they just don't. They just don't. There's nothing. There's nothing keeping that thing on there. So, I guess I'm a proponent for Really Useful Boxes, because these Argos boxes, man, they're just not good. They might as well not come with lids. I don't know why they even did it. But anyway, they're about DVD sized. This is your can of Voya. Appreciate you watching. Or unless you don't want me to acknowledge you're watching, unless you want me to be like, oh, I can see you there. I don't know what we're doing. Anyway, let's go put some games in boxes. I thought it would also be quite fun to just like talk about, because while I was putting some of the PC games away, I was remarking at my kind of memories on those games as well as I was putting away, because sometimes when they're on the shelf, you almost kind of just like gloss by them, but when you're handling them as well, you kind of get like remember like where you picked them up, and like your memories with them as well, because like all of these games I have played at least once for the most part, so I do have like an association for where I picked them up, if I remember that, and where I played them as well. Ooh, some box action, eh? Anyway, so we've got Neverwinter Nights 2 here. Love this game. I played this game through about halfway through, and a weird glitch happened, and like all of my armor stopped giving me bonuses. I have no idea what happened. But yeah, so I played this game all the way through, and then armor stopped working. I'm pretty sure it was a glitch because it only happened to one character. And I was just like, you know what? I think I played it through again, but I just couldn't get all the way through. These are like D&D style games, very similar to the Baldur's Gate games. Very cool. Neverwinter Nights 2, Neverwinter Nights 1, great games. And I believe a co-worker donated me some of these that I was missing from my collection. So you've got like Mask of the Betrayer here, Shadows of the Undertide, and Storm of Zenith. With the expansion packs, I don't know if I've actually played the expansion packs, but I do have like a gold edition as well with like everything on it. So I do have access to them as well. Another D&D game here, Planescape Torment. This is in a really weird box. It's like two cases connected to each other. It's very bizarre. I don't think I often see a case like this. I'm worried that like you could pull it apart. It almost feels like you can as well. No idea what the deal is there. There's probably super glue. This definitely is two cases. It's just two cases with one insert. Very strange, but there you go. Planescape Torment is a great RPG as well. Fantastic one. Then Perimeter here. This is a tactical game. In this game, you funnily enough, you make a perimeter. You kind of make a force field as the gimmick of this game, and you have to defend your base from attackers. Pretty cool. Mass Effect. Jonan. Oh, this is, yeah. I've cleaned these ones already, because I put these by because they were a bit wet because I just cleaned them. So they should be dry now. Mass Effect. Jonan got me this one. I know Trevor is a big fan of this game. I know there's a trilogy of HD ports coming out as well for Mass Effect. It's pretty cool. Very cool to try that out as well when it comes out. Alright, now I have to start cleaning them. Elite and Dangerous. This is, you know what? I haven't played this one because this one came with a code and it had already been used. So even though this is, you know, a physical version and there's a disc in there, you can actually play it. So very bizarre. But yes, I think that this is a fairly sought after physical version of it, despite the fact that it is that's going to need a little bit more cleaning than that. Yeah, not in the best shape. one thing that happens when you leave like a shelf kind of unattended, and I've remarked on this before, but it's a genuine thing. When spiders, this is one of the reasons I don't like these shelves that have big spaces in between where the games are. Spiders will make their webs in there, and genuinely, spiders will just poop on your games. That's if you get like little dots on the top of your games, and you've got lots of cobwebs in there. That's spider poop. That's what that is. I can't tell if that is what's on the front of this. I'm actually thinking now that I'm looking at it, this might just be supposed to be space. It's got like tiny little dots on there, but I think that's supposed to be space. I'm just gonna give it a once over with a. I mean, it is pretty dirty. Yeah, it's pretty dirty. What happens when they stay down at the bottom shelf for too long? But I'll give it that dirty old game a bit of clean, and clean that up. And yeah, guys, if you have any questions on that, feel free to let me know. I'll just chill out, clean some games, answer some questions, chat, see what you guys want to talk about as well. As I clean this thing, the bottom of this is pretty dirty. Is that just because it's like what's going on there? The bottom's just got a little bit scuffed up on the bottom of this. I don't know what the deal is there. Which is weird because this particular game I laid flat, so I'm not sure why that's happened. Got a very weird like sleeve to it as well. Very weird sleeve. Very strange. But yes, I saw the Nintendo Direct. Pretty cool. The thing I was most excited about obviously was Skyward Sword. I'm not sure how it will control with regular controls. They did show a preview, but I'm still a little bit dubious about that. But we shall have to see. Dude, did I just put a giant scratch on that with this thing? Well, I guess I did. I think I just put a giant scratch on it right there. Oh well, whatever. It's Elite and Dangerous, which is a copy. I think it was a what's the word? I think it was a stretch goal. What do they call it? You know what it is. One of those things where you buy in, and it was a physical version of that. Doing well. Zelda looks good. It does look good, doesn't it? The next one here is Diablo 2. I missed out on a big box version of this, which is very upsetting. Oh yeah, it was one of those funded things. I can't remember what you call it. All those ones where the game was funded, and then I think one of the goals was to make that. But yeah, that was the physical version. I think that's the only way you could get it. I think, could be wrong, but there you go. Hello, game room, my own friend. Hey, Dennis, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Just cleaning some old stuff out the game room. Diablo 2. Yeah, if you guys saw my top 5 expensive games, there was a dishonorable mention, I should say, to Diablo shareware version, big box, which I could have picked up. Yeah, posted that video very recently. I slipped on it, very, very much so. It was not very expensive, and it's now worth about 300. Big box shareware copy of Diablo. That was a shame. Oh well, you know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And actually, it's not that bad anymore. I think I've seen it go down a little bit since then. You good? That's good to hear, my friend. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you dropping by. Enjoying chatting with you guys, because, like, you know, I'm gonna be cleaning these games to move them across anyway. It's gonna be much more pleasurable for myself to chat with you all while it's going on. I'm glad you're doing well as well, my friends. Appreciate you dropping by. I'm really trying to make sure these are like not dirty when I take them as well. These dirty games, because they are filthy. I'm just a filthy boy with filthy games. Who's doing a webcam show, and it's not dirty at all. Because I'm cleaning it. Yes, so this is acceptable, I think, now. It looks a little bit better. There we go. Yeah, that looks fine, that looks better. There's a little bit of a weird thing on the back here as well. Just relaxing. Appreciate you relaxing with me, my friend. Sometimes, like the paper inserts get a little bit mucked up, and they are much more awkward to clean. I think that is probably about as good as it's gonna be. Yeah, I want to get him clean before I get him into the new place as well. Just to make absolutely positive that they are in good condition. Yo, Raccoon Evil, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Welcome. How are you doing, my friend? Yeah, I just trying to get them clean, so that because I got some new shelves, and then if I end up putting like dirty games, especially if anything's got any mold on it, then I'll be taking mold into the new game room, and that's gonna be more of a problem. Because I know I have a problem with mold in this game room. It's one of the reasons I'm getting out. Because this place leaked several times. 7 times is a good time for bongos, like Donkey Kong bongos in the far background. How you doing, Raccoon Evil? By the way, my friend. Dirty, dirty boy. He's a dirty boy. He's a naughty boy. Diablo 1 here as well. So I do have a copy of Diablo. You know, I do have a copy of Diablo, another kind of D&D style game, top-down adventure game, hack and slash elements, roleplay, of course. That shareware version, though, man, that shareware version. You know, I messaged the seller because they closed up shop, not long after that. You know, speaking of the kind of the crowdfund type deal, I got a Colors CD from PlayAsia from one of those before. It's very cool. Very cool. Part of being clean is you get to be dirty. Dirty, dirty boy. Most of these aren't so bad. The D&D stuff, that was like, the D&D stuff was very dirty. At least the stuff I left in more problem areas of the game room. Some of them were worse hit than others, for sure. DK64 is underrated game. Underrated game. There you go. It is a great game, actually. I've got it in the box. Donkey Kong 64, for sure. It is a good game. For sure. Alright. Kickstarter. I just remember what it was called. Kickstarter. That's what it was. So I'm pretty sure Elite Dangerous was a Kickstarter. A Kickstarter exclusive. Funny. That was bugging me. You know when you can't remember something? Because I've only ever done one Kickstarter and it was a color CD. Which was pretty cool. Music from like Rainbow Moon and Rainbow Sun. Nice and yellow. Yeah, they did that. They did a controller as well. It's like a banana as well. Dawn of Magic here. Tactical roleplay, I think. I think so. No, regular roleplay. Same sort of gimmick as Diablo. Pretty cool. Don't know if I've played this one. Hack and slash. Yeah, same sort of gameplay as Diablo. It's very dirty. It is very dirty. The kitchen roll might not be enough for this one, but we shall see. We shall see. Doing all right, Raccoon? Good to see you doing well, my friend. Yeah, it's actually, you know, it's very nice just to chat as well, because like honestly, the week has been so hectic with the move. It's just been like grab boxes, like frantically put stuff in boxes, and you know all of that. So it's nice. It's nice just to relax a little bit. But Star Citizen is a Kickstarter. Yeah, some games like it's not like developmental hell. They just I guess they just kind of stay in Kickstarter. And one of the dangers of Kickstarter is like if it doesn't get funded, you're kind of out of pocket. So I only really go for one if I know it's a sure thing, or I really believe in the project. That's what it was with the Colors CD. It was like, you know, it was PlayAsia, so I knew that PlayAsia was legit, and I knew that they were going to honor people. And it was exclusive sound CD of piano version music from some of their RPGs and other games. And I also ended up getting a load of add-ons, like the Soldner X2 soundtrack as well. I think I had some other games in there as well, which is pretty sweet as well. Dawn of Magic, interesting looking game. Still in development. There were so many backers. Your roommate was one of them. I mean, you know, if it works, it works. I think the place where I work at was very against Kickstarters initially, and then they decided that they sort of decided, oh, we can do a Kickstarter and get money before we actually finish making a product. They were like, we love Kickstarters, because they used to hate stuff because it was hate doing them because it was bad for like stores, because you know stores can't offer the stuff the Kickstarters can. But then they were like, oh, you know what? Now that we're making stuff, it's good for us. It's funny how they turned on that. Darkstar 1 here. Interesting game. It actually, I don't think I could play it on the PC, so I ended up buying it on the console because, you know, PC games sometimes they need patches or stuff like that, and they kind of don't work. A bigger gaming room, yeah, it should work out being bigger. It should be about well, this one's around about 15 by 10. The next one should be about 20 by 10. But I haven't accounted for, like, you know, like this room's got like a weird corner behind where that shelf is, because that's where the chimney is. The new game room has like kind of a little bit of a slope on one side, so it's accounting for that. It should be good. One of the ones I was looking at had like a bunch of rooms all next to each other, but that like the slopes, like that was like very much the case. That it. So one of the properties I had looked at beforehand, it had like almost like the top section was like a converted attic, and it had like a living room bit, and then it had like a tiny storage room, and then like a room next to it. But the slope on the roofs of that one was ridiculous. It was like one triangle room on one side, and it's like it just wasn't usable. But it is further from the water, yeah. But it's actually kind of near an incinerator, so still not great air, but at least stuff won't, like metal stuff won't be getting won't be having problems, like, because like we have a lot of problems. Like I actually accidentally broke my garage door the other day because everything just gets rusted down here. We're so close to the water where I'm at. We are like just within a couple of footsteps of the water right here. Everything gets rusted, so that it's a problem. I wanted to get away from that as well, just so like stuff wouldn't get so moist. It's a bit of a weird word to say, right? Moist. If Sam's there, he'll enjoy it. Yes, so there's that as well. But speaking of stuff getting moist, hey, Mythical Assassin, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream. The conservatory is leaking already in the new place, so I already haven't escaped the leaks. They're still there. So there's that. Got to get that repaired. But at least it's not in the game room, because, you know, had this game room leak, I want to say 2 or 3 occasions. Did a video about it at one point as well, but the first time was the worst because I lost a lot of big box games, including Icewind Dale 2, a special edition of that I've never been able to get back. Hey, you doing awesome, Mythical? That's good to hear, my friend. I'm doing well. Win the lottery. Unfortunately, the lottery is more of like a tax on hope. Unfortunately, is what it really feels like. It's like it's the random number type thing. But I mean, I'm not saying anyone don't do it, but it really is. It's like you're paying for hope, you know. All right, so let's clean these games. Awesome game collection. Yeah, so when the first time I had water damage in the house, that's how you don't actually play it. Yeah, I mean, I've thought about it, but yeah, to be honest, it's like you're just gonna set like you're gonna set an expectation that is like, you know, it's like gambling. Like the gambling works by the house always winning. So like, although some people may win, ultimately you always lose when it comes to gambling. But that's kind of how it works. Yeah, the first time I had water damage in the game room, it's by an alcove. It's why it's not used. There's like an alcove behind that shelf there, because that's where the chimney is for this house. Which is why the kind of construction here, like, hopefully we won't have this sort of deal where I had to, like, there I've taped 2 shelves together, and I've got like posters to cover up damage to the wall. But in that space, there were shelves, and that's where most of my PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and all of my big box PC stuff was. And the water came down through there, and I lost a lot of big box PC stuff. Really unfortunate. I lost stuff like Doctor Who games, Star Trek games, Star Trek Borg's case, Destiny of the Doctor's case. I lost Icewind Dale 2. There was a special edition promo pack that you got for pre-ordering it. I actually just got that in PC World when I got it, and that had like a map in it, trading cards and all that sort of stuff, and like a poster that was all destroyed. Lost so much stuff. I appreciate it, Trevor. I mean, yeah, for sure, it would be nice, wouldn't it? You lost 40% of your collection a few years ago, being stored in a closet, got damp. That sucks, Godzilla. Yeah, I feel your pain, man, because, you know, a very similar thing happened to me. I lost a ton. I think, to be fair, the big box PC stuff hurt the most, but my PlayStation 2 was the most affected. Like, I lost my like special edition of Dragon Ball Z Budokai. I lost countless games, but for like, you know, Enter the Matrix and Uni and stuff, but most of the PS2 stuff was fairly easy to replace. The big box PC stuff is not. That's why it hurts so much. How long have I had this game room for? Oh man, I don't even remember. It's been a long time. But this hasn't been a game room since the channel started. To be fair, it's been a room that I've played games in. But until I started the channel and got more serious about collecting, because it coincides when I got more serious about collecting games. Not serious, but actively collecting games, which is when the interest struck me the most, because I've always held on to my games. I always hold on to my games. One point, I think I traded a lot of games back. It was the PlayStation 1 stuff. I traded so much PlayStation 1 stuff, and my original Game Boy, and my PlayStation 1, and I got like 2 PlayStation 2 games out of it, and I was mad about it. And I've never traded stuff since. So I've kept everything along the way, from Commodore 64 to your other systems, and then all the way up to your PlayStations and your modern stuff. But I really started like I'd seen people like the Angry Video Game Nerd, who was a big inspiration, and then I started thinking, you know what, I actually do want to keep. I've kept this stuff. I want to play it as well. I want to have it all hooked up at once. And that's when it really came to like I wanna share my enthusiasm with other people through a channel as well. So let's do that. It'll be fun. And originally I wanted to. My friend Jonan, who's on a lot of the videos, especially the early Danger Zone videos. I wanted to just do the Danger Zone with Jonan. I think that was my only plan of like what to do content wise. And then eventually I started doing pickup videos, which is the edited pickup videos I do on my channel as well. Those ones are fully edited, and now they include gameplay footage for everyone. I started doing those as well because I started getting a lot of games. And then I think it was from inspiration from watching people like from Let Me Live Gaming and Big Boss Incarnate. I was like, you know what? I actually think streaming might be a thing I want to do, because I thought about doing Let's Plays. And I did those for a while, but then when I got the technology to stream, it was so much more of an interactive way to do it. So I do streaming and videos at the same time now. Yeah, so I don't know how long I've had the game room, to be fair. Sons of the Forest? I have not seen that. What kind of game is it? You lost your first generation PS3 complete box. That sucks. Those consoles don't last that long, unfortunately, normally either. And an unopened PSP Star Wars edition. Oh, that sucks as well. Hey Conrad, yeah, I am moving, yeah. And this is actually a really good stream as well, to like fully let people know about it as well. Because I have said in passing that I'm moving, but I haven't done like a stream being like, I am moving, this is it. But guys, on Monday, I have a new game room teaser video, which teases the new game room, and it also plays on a couple of tropes that I throw out there. Like I'm very in with like Doctor Who. So I do a lot of Doctor Who related jokes as well. So that's a little bit of a spoiler. There's a little bit of a Doctor Who. theme to it as well, as there has been on several of my videos going past. If you guys actually check out some of my Danger Zone videos with Jonah Monkey, some of that stuff I filmed inside the set for the Doctor Who TARDIS, the real set, which is very cool. It's a survival horror game, nice. I will have to check that out. You know, Big Boss Incarnate, who was one of my inspirations to start streaming, plays a lot of survival horror as well. It's pretty cool. This one brings back memories. Counter-Strike. Used to play this a lot. I was never very good at it. I was more of an Unreal Tournament. I was better at Unreal Tournament than I was in Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike was more like realistic, and I liked the kind of insanity of Unreal Tournament versus the realism of this one. But it was pretty cool. Pretty cool. Sometimes I crack this out and play it again. Interesting game. I these days. So I used to have a PC, desktop PC, and it broke, of course, like all PCs do. But what got me about PC gaming, especially back in the day, I've heard that it's less of an issue now, but I guarantee if you tried to play old games on new systems, it wouldn't work. And most people are like, well, just don't play old games. Well, don't play my games is what you're saying. But anyway, I digress. Like, just half the stuff wouldn't work unless you got patches, and if you changed your hardware, and if you messed around. It was always more complicated. Always more complicated, I found, to play stuff on PC. But I still love collecting PC stuff. And hopefully getting a new computer might be able to do some more PC stuff as well. First game's called The Forest. You know what? I think I've seen Slayer 768 and Miss K play The Forest before, or Raven. I think I've seen that. So it's like a survivalist game, right? That would be interesting because the first one's more like one of those like just open world type deals, right? Did I watch the Nintendo thing last night? Yeah, I skipped through it. And no more detail about Breath of the Wild 2. Yeah, yeah. You know, I feel like it's not so bad waiting for Breath of the Wild 2 because no one wants another Cyberpunk. No one wants another Cyberpunk where they're like, it's not ready, we're going to release it anyway, you know. I want them to take as much time as they want, as long as they don't take a million years, as long as there isn't a calamity before it comes out. I want them to take as much, and to be fair, the longer it's taken them to do Breath of the Wild 2, they're bringing out stuff in between to tide you over, which they wouldn't have done before. So they did the new Hyrule Warriors game, and they also did these ports. I don't think they would have done these otherwise if they didn't really want to keep you invested in the Zelda IP, intellectual property. So it's working out either way, I think. I'm very excited for the Skyward Sword. I'm torn between playing it on the on the Wii, or if I should just wait for the new one. Yeah, I guess I'll have to try it out. I've got a collector's edition of it with a gold. I was looking around me because I thought the gold remote was around me. The floor around me is a sea of wires and various controllers. If you don't believe me, I would just grab a tiny section of the ground here, and it is entirely wires and controllers. It is ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. There, look. This is what the ground looks like, guys. This is my ground. This is just all controllers and wires. Alright. Everything started flashing at me now because I dropped all my controllers. Ooh, flashing. Yeah, they really shouldn't have released Cyberpunk. It wasn't done. It wasn't. But you know, there was a lot of pressure on them to do it, probably from the publishers as well, and the developers had to, you know, feel to it. No dire need for Skyward Sword to be remastered. Yeah, to be fair, it would be 720 on the Wii as well. Plus, you can play it in 1080 if you played it on the Wii U, which would be pretty cool. Hey, Zombie JLT1, how are you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream. I have lost control over my controllers. I really have. That's honestly probably not going to change. Roughneck, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. They're probably all still just going to be piles of wires and cables all over the floor. But the camera's waist up, so it doesn't matter what's below the waist. There could be nothing there below the waist. You never know. I'll leave that to your imagination. Anyway, hey, we've got a good one next. Red Alert 2. Love Command and Conquer. The music as well. Awesome music. Man, if I get the stuff ready to do PC streaming, Command and Conquer's got to be one of them. On to different location. Yeah, I'm going to be moving house. It's going to be pretty crazy. Pretty crazy indeed. Appreciate you dropping by as well, though, my friend. Cleaning up these games to put them in the boxes and take them along. I'm not doing it the fastest, but you know, it's also nice to nothing below the waist. Cyborg. Well, I assure you, I'm not Cyborg. However, though, I just saw the trailer for what was it? The new Mortal Kombat, and they've got the guy with the metal arms in that, and I'm actually liking the look of that film. I was worried about the remake of Mortal Kombat film, but I actually kind of like the look of it. It looks really good, so hopefully that'll be cool. What's worse, having controls all over the place or cartridges? Yeah, to be fair, all of my games are on. Actually, no, that's not true. All of my games aren't on the shelves, but most of them are. There was a point where I was just piling up games and cartridges on the floor next to me. But I'm doing a little better for my games these days than I was. But yeah, I love this game. Love this music as well. Very cool. And this one's not so dirty. Not so dirty. It's not egregiously dirty. There you go. Alright, almost run out of space in this box. For the next box. Ooh, General 0 Hour. Love Generals. They made the game a bit faster with as well as upping the graphics and all that stuff. But still pretty cool. I love that one of the things you can make was just a massive tank. Massive tank. There's wires everywhere. Yeah, I mean, when you're using retro stuff, you're never gonna have I've seen people do wireless controllers for the old systems. That's fine. You're always gonna get a bit of lag with wireless controllers, but I don't think you're ever gonna have a fully cordless setup with your retro stuff. I know a lot of places. I was watching one of the channels. I think it was either My Life in Gaming or Retro RGB. No, it was definitely. I think it was My Life in Gaming. They're both channels I check out, by the way, when I want to see what sort of things are good for video scalers and stuff like that. Yes, one of them was showing off their collection, and they had all of the systems were modded to be SD cards. They had no actual games, which was a bit weird, but you know, to each their own. Moving time for MVL. Yeah, how you doing, Daniel? By the way, welcome to the stream, my friend. I think you know, technically, if you have the SD cartridges, if you have the SD games on the SD, you should have them. But you know, it does seem like a very good way, however you do it, to save some time. I use a Retro Freak for the games that I have, and that way I don't have to go fetch the cartridge or not. It's not playing it on the OG hardware, original hardware. However, it does save me a lot of time, which is pretty good. You're good, Daniel? That's good to hear, my friend. Glad you're doing well. You use wire ties? Yeah, I got some of those. To be honest, I just give up. Although I have thought about sorting everything out when I go to the new game room, and but yeah, probably won't. Probably won't. I think at the very least I will have all of my power cords. All of my power cords will be labelled with stickers, and all of my HDMIs will be labelled with stickers as well, so that I know what's what. I would very much like to have all of my controllers. Sorry, not all of my controllers. I would very much like to have all of my consoles hooked up to play. I'm not sure if that's going to be a bit of an unrealistic expectation, with the amount of consoles that I have. But that would be nice as well. Hey, Mystical Dorcas, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream. This box is done. That's a done box of games that need to be taken. Alright, so next one. How you doing, Mystical? Good to see you, my friend. Alright, let's put that there. Next box. There we go, we got one. How you doing, Mystical? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Appreciate you dropping by. I think we've still got some life in this kitchen roll as well before I need to move on to another one. Should probably grab the rest of these. You know what? These these boxes have that kind of new plastic smell. Not a good smell. Alright, so Command & Conquer the Ultimate Collection. No disc in this one. Very disappointing. Very disappointing. Oh well. No disc in this one. Very weird. Very weird that they did that. I think Half-Life 2 is another one I have like that as well, where there's no disc in it. Very strange. I don't know why that's a thing. Very odd. But, you know, it's still got all the games in it. I think this puts them on Origin or something. Yeah, you need an internet collection. Like, why would you release it physically with PC download? Yeah. But this is a good way. I think this only costs like 10 or less than that. This is a good way to get more on your modern PC and that. So that's a good shout. How are you doing, Mystical, by the way, my friend? Appreciate you dropping by. Alright, there's that one. That one could have probably fit in the other one, but whatever. It's very small. Black and White 2. Cool game. On this one you control you're like a deity. You control a creature, and it's like a world building game. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I actually think Black and White 2 is kind of hard to find. This is a collector's edition as well, where I think this is actually fairly valuable. You have the intro video to the first Command & Conquer game, Red Alert game. Yeah, it's so good. It's so good with like Yuri. This case is a little broken. It's a little broken. Yeah. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Well, that's gonna hold together, sort of. This is just a regular case, though. This is a regular black case, unless it has a CD key in there. It's not a regular case. It's a 2-disc case. There's also no manual in here as well, which doesn't help in case the CD key's on that. So, oh well. I think I got this second hand from a charity shop. So that's what you get. But I think this is actually fairly sought after, this version. Moving is like an adventure game. You could look at it like that. It's an adventure. It's mostly like a lift and carry game, isn't it, though? You're feeling a little sick, Mystical? I appreciate it, my friend. Hopefully you're not sick of me. Hey, Anyway, appreciate you dropping by. Hope you get better soon, my friend. Indeed. Also, you know, probably am sick of me. Anyway, Black and White 2. This is the regular version. White box, collector's edition, black box. You know what? This is 2 discs with it. This one have 1 disc. Okay, so I guess I could just use the extra disc with this one. This one's just 1 disc. You have a cold? It is very cold. I know that's not what you meant. I think I've got Black and White 1 here as well. Yes. Love this game. Absolutely love this game. Back in the day. Here we go. Ooh, this one's very dirty as well. 95% from Pure Genius PC Zone. Give it the Classic Award. The Classic Award. Alright. This is very dirty. Like, very, very dirty. Very, very dirty. It might need to open it up. Yes. Very cool game though. Very cool game. Haven't played Black and White, I recommend it. Yes, there's even a little bit of dirt. So that's one of the things about these cases as well. If the seal isn't great on the case, sometimes like a little bit of dirt can creep onto the disc itself. I have to do a little bit of cleaning on the inside of this. And then that should be good. There we go. If I ever wanted a wig, which kind would I want? Well, I have, when Vic Reeves and Bob Mortimer came back and did more Shooting Stars, one of them was wearing a wig for that, and actually, I remember thinking at the time that Bob Mortimer's wig actually looked alright. I was like, you know what, that's alright. But to be fair, I'm just gonna shave it again. I used to have very long hair back in the day. The problem is, it just doesn't grow at the front anymore. It just doesn't. You know, it's not a good look with long hair. So that's why I don't keep it long. But you know, when I used to play in heavy metal bands, that was my look, man. Before it started to recede. And then they were like, you can't play metal anymore. You can't headbang. You just look ridiculous. Almost knocked those over. Yes. So that's what happened. You give me my hair. You would be the third person to offer me your hair, actually. So Brett the Ninja has offered me his hair, and Hoshi has also offered me their hair as well. So technically, 3 people owe me their hair. That's not my fetish or anything. So I'm not really bothered. However, yes, this one's clean. Divinity, RPG game. Another Baldur's Gate style game. You can see a pattern here. I like these kind of games. Bet on Soldier. This is a shoot 'em up. Well, I mean, it's a shooter, I should say. Thick hair. I have someone at my workplace, when he says thick, he always says fuck, or is it I can't do how he says it. He says thick. He puts a lot of emphasis on it, very much so that you know he's talking about like thighs or something. He likes saying that word. Yeah, talking about Baldur's Gate style games. Baldur's Gate 4-in-1 box set. I also have the big box version of Baldur's Gate. I don't have all the expansions in the big box. I think I just have Tales from the Sword Coast. And I also have the CD size ones of these as well. But the DVD version means you don't swap like a million different CDs. It's honestly on like 1,000 CDs otherwise. So this is a lot easier to deal with. A lot easier. Alright. There we go. Okay, let's clean this one up. This one's not so bad. It's just got a lot of dust on it. A lot of dust. A lot of dust. Oh boy, it's disgustingly dusty. I'm gonna try not to bend over too much, because I'm pretty sure you can see into my pockets of my trousers when I bent over a second ago. And you never know what else you might see if I bend over again. So let me just try to reach what's near me. So 4-in-1 box, they're pretty good. Actually very clean considering. There we go. Age of Wonders, fantastic game. Another game I have in CD sized. I used to have the big box for this. This is another one where the big box was destroyed, unfortunately. I think I had the big box, but now I only have a CD for it. Hey, no worries, Mystical. Thanks for dropping by, my friend. And I will catch you next time. Next time you see me, I'll probably be in the new game room. I should say I should be in the new game room. But yeah, thank you for dropping by, my friend. And I will catch you next time. Age of Wonders, fantastic game, tactical. RPG style game. Gather units. This one's a little dirty as well. Catch you later, Mystical. Appreciate you dropping by. I will see you next time, my friend. from the explosive range. This was like a budget range, a bit like the Sold Out series of games as well. Another budget range for those. I never liked these transparent cases. Never was a fan of them. Because they always kind of yellowed when they got dusty. Whereas the black cases, it was a little, yeah. Pretty sure this has some dirt on it, but I've got a lot of light in the game room, so. Whoa, this one's really dusty. Oh my goodness, look at that. To be fair, I think this was actually the dust that was in the shelf, rather than. Yeah, I said my hands were gonna get dirty. Rather than dust that was on this game. Command and Conquer Tiberian Sun, Kane Edition. Let's open that one up. I should say clean it up. Don't think I'm. Well, I'll open it up. Because, yeah, it actually seems pretty clean inside. The bottom of the cases is normally what gets a little bit of dirt in from being around. It's actually not that bad, considering. And I'm also glad that all of the dust and that hasn't made me sneeze. I haven't sneezed much on camera. I've managed to avoid it a lot. But it's not really something you can always control. So there's that. Big room full of gold coins, like Scrooge McDuck. Yeah. Well, I'm not. I'm more sort of cleaning these so that I can take them to a clean state to the next game room. I haven't really like done a big clean of the game room. I normally I will like sort of dust the end of the shelves, if you know what I mean. But I won't really like take everything out and clean it. I figured that moving would be a fantastic opportunity to actually clean everything. This one is Command & Conquer Kane's Wrath. It's in a silver box, and this one is also very dirty. One might need an actual cleaning wipe. Might not, but you might be alright. May do when we get to the PS2. Meh, cleaning my games. This one kitchen roll piece has actually lasted a fair while as well, which is not bad. Not bad at all. The front of this makes it look like a different kind of game as well. Big treasure room. You know, if I had the capacity, I would have a Resident Evil mansion, and I would have devious traps to get to all of my games. Like there'll be a revolving door where you have to move game stands onto vents. Otherwise, you get poisonous gas if you try and access my Vivid Interactive video games. It'll take a long time to put everything in the room. It is. To be fair, I'm going to be a little bit quicker than this traditionally, because I'm sort of doing it lackadaisical here and chatting away. But it will take me a while anyway. Bad Day LA here, from American McGee, who made such games as Alice. Very very cool. This one was a very interesting game, like quite dark comedy on it as well. So it was like the world falling to bits. Cool game. Enjoy this one. He does some good stuff. I remember. I think when there were a bunch of false claims on YouTube, American McGee's playthrough of one of his Alice games got claimed, and YouTube sent him like that copy and paste response that they do. It's just like, oh, if you think this claim is false, then you know, etc., etc., etc. And he was like, my name is in the game's title. Alright, so I guess I will put this in here. So we've got some Switch stuff. Trini 1 and 2, just Desserts Edition. I actually did an unboxing for this. This one should not need any cleaning whatsoever because this is like practically brand new. So there's that. And Switch stuff. Again, I'm gonna get a new piece of kitchen roll for these because these ones are new. The Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 8 twin pack. 8 in this is remastered. Cool way to get it. I'll celebrate it's over. Some spaghetti and garlic bread. You know, I do love garlic bread. Very organised. Yeah, I need to find a better place to put my PSP and my Switch. I feel like my Switch should be on a similar shelving space to my PSP because they're sort of similar size. Whenever I look away, I'm looking at, like, when I'm talking about PC, I'm looking over there because my PC games, big box stuff is on that side, and my PSP is over there. That's why I'm looking away all the time. Yes, this one's not very dirty. Fire Emblem Warriors, cool game. Actually, pretty clean as it is. See, most of these games I stored like this because they're cartridges. They don't. So one of the things when storing games is gravity actually will affect a disc over time, and make it become useless faster. So your disc game should really be vertical, but cartridge games are fine being horizontal. So these are all cartridge games, so it's fine. How many containers do I think it will take? I don't know. I've been taking containers over and then emptying them and taking them back because I'm not going to need all of the containers afterwards. So I don't know how many trips it's going to take. Probably like 1 million trips. Well, that's an overestimation, but things like the couch and the table that the computer's on right now probably going to be their own trips as well. Oh, that was, by the way, if you're wondering, that was Golf Story from Limited Run Games. They did a physical copy of that. RPG golf game, pretty cool. This is I Am Setsuna. Overseas copy does play in English. Very cool. I actually did a video about that, showing that this does play in English, even though it is not an English copy. Very cool. Physical edition, again. You guys know me, I'm a big fan of getting physical versions of games. Mercenary Kings Reloaded. It's kind of like a Contra style game. I actually thought this would only be released on Switch when it was released, but it ended up getting released on PS4. If it's on PS4, I preferred to get it on PS4 just because I preferred the controller. And not that I think that the PS4 version will necessarily be better by any means than the Switch version, but I would have preferred to get that than this one. Yeah, it's also not that far away. The new place as well. It's not that far away, so it's like it's only a little while to get there and back. Let's go Pikachu. I would potentially like to stream this, but it depends if there's a copyright issue like there is with Final Fantasy VII. It may well be that I decide I want to do Final Fantasy VII and the 7 remake anyway, because I have mentioned before that I really want to do Final Fantasy VII. But the copyright is something I just don't want on YouTube, regardless of if a video is monetized or if it is not. I just don't want the copyright claims on my own content. So we shall see. We shall see. This is one I would potentially like to do. I think that's this one done, unless I can fit these the other way around. No, I can't. Okay, fair enough. That's that one. All right. That's 2 boxes down. More Switch stuff in the next one. I think, yes, we'll keep doing one of these style of boxes for the next stuff. This Switch stuff is going to be faster because it's all clean as it is. Not really much of an issue with it. So all of the Switch stuff, like most of the stuff, is relatively new. Super Mario 3D All Stars here, relatively new game. Don't even need to dust that at all. Would these be quicker, like, lengthways? No, I don't think so. Pretty 1 and 2. For the games, if I have collector's editions, I take them out of the boxes, and I keep the boxes separate, so just so I can get to the games quicker. So I don't put the massive boxes on the shelf as well. I might change that if I get more space, but I probably won't. So collector's editions, I keep the boxes separate. SNK 40th Anniversary Collection, another game that they ported to PS4 afterwards. So I actually want to get the PS4 version of this because they added extra games to this, but on the Switch version they're downloaded, and on the PS4 version I think they're on the disc. So I actually just want to get the PS4 version just because they will be on the disc. And it has different cover art, but mostly for that reason, because they'll be on the disc. Starlink Battle for Atlas. You guys know I did a lot of videos about Starlink. Love them or hate them. Very frustrating that the full game is not on this. It needs to download it. Also very frustrating they didn't even finish off the wave 2 of the figures. Since they only did 2 waves, I don't know. I know why they didn't. They didn't want to lose money, but you know, it would have been nice if they just honored the second wave of minis as well. For that, then you could have an actual complete collection of it. Zelda Link's Awakening. I got a special edition for this as well. Comes on like a Game Boy style case. Very good. Doesn't need any cleaning. Move these around a little bit. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. You might have seen on the Nintendo Direct. What looked like was going to be DLC for this turned out to be Smash Bros character for this character right here. Pretty cool. I do really like this game as well. I want to get the first one as well. And I also bought the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torn of the Golden Country. This is its own game if you buy it on the cartridge, and it also comes with the season pass for Xenoblade Chronicles. But the season pass content is not on the cartridge, unfortunately. So I would have liked the season pass content to be on the cartridge and to download. But you know, you can't have everything. But that's pretty good. It was pretty good as it was. Alright, Xbox One stuff. One of my smallest collections, Xbox One. 2K16. Big fan of wrestling. Played a lot of wrestling games. Actually, I think wrestling games might have been my reasoning to get that generation of consoles, to get the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. I think initially it would have just been for the wrestling games. Of course, I felt like 2K kind of pretty much did the same game with later releases and just updated the roster in a similar way to what they would do with like a basketball game or a football game. Which is fine, but with that, the story modes kind of became less of an emphasis, and more updating the roster became what they were working on. So with that, I feel like the 2K games didn't quite meet my expectations, which I know is also a very broad opinion as well. And they have done some work to change how it is. 2K15 includes Sting. This was when I think this was the one that got me to get the system as well. Just to play as Sting in a WWE game. Sting's WWE run was not as good as it could have been, but he is still going, even as he is. So he's going in AEW wrestling at the moment, so that's pretty cool. And his name is John Cena. There you go. Let's go. A lot of copy and paste. Yeah, it certainly feels like that as well in parts, for sure. These are not that dirty. I thought these would be more dirty. Maybe they are, but because they are green boxes, I can't tell. Looks like there's a little bit of dirt in the inside of this one. See something. You see something in these semi-transparent cases. The Xbox gave themselves green cases. PlayStation gave themselves blue cases. Interesting choice. Still Blu-ray cases. Hey Fangirl, how are you doing, my friend? Welcome Fangirl98 to the stream. How are you doing, my friend? The Witcher Wild Hunt. This one comes with the soundtrack. I actually want to get the Witcher Game of the Year edition for the PlayStation 4, but I also kind of want to get this with the soundtrack for the PlayStation 4. Is that weird that I want to get it on the PlayStation 4 as well? Because I only play stuff on the PlayStation 4 at the moment. I kind of want to get it on the PlayStation 4. I have all of the Witcher games. This one isn't so dirty. Not so bad. Yes, my friends, I am moving location for those just joining. This isn't just a me dusting stuff stream, but it is a chat and chill out stream. If you guys have got anything you want to ask me, etc., just throw it at me, and I'll throw something back. Like The Walking Dead, I'll throw that at you. Season 2, I actually didn't know I had Season 2 on disc. Do I not have Season 1? Okay, well, I think I got Season 1 with gold on the Xbox at some point. Like, I think I got gold with the system, and I had Walking Dead that way. And then I was like, oh, what happens next? So I got Season 2. Again, this is another series I would like to stream, but I'm pretty sure the music might be an issue. Although it might not be if I just mute the entrance. You doing well, Fangirl? It's good to hear, my friend. Glad you're doing well. Hope you guys are all doing good. Love moving, but it's stressful. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's gonna be good when it's done. Up until then, it's gonna be a bit crazy, as it is. Battlefront 2. I got this for £2 at charity shop. This definitely goes for more than that. I don't think I will be using the multiplayer content on this game, but I played a bit of the single player. Actually, quite liked it. Quite like the single player. I only played about an hour of the single player, but what I did play was pretty good. So can't say I'm too mad at that for £2. I definitely got my my $2 worth for this game. It should have been more than $2 because it was fairly new at the time when I got it. Sunset Overdrive, an Xbox One exclusive. One of the reasons to get the system, I think. Certainly one of the reasons I got the system. I think I paid £5 for this at CEX. Cool game. Actually plays a bit like your kind of like Spider-Man style game. Plays a bit like that. Almost a bit Tony Hawk's-esque as well. I feel like they probably wanted to give the character roller skates or something. Because he's like a free runner, but he like grinds on nothing when he's like grinding on stuff like a skateboard would. They probably should have put him on roller skates or something. But it's not like that game needs to be realistic in any way anyway. Rise, Son of Rome. Another actually Xbox exclusive, I think, so pretty good reason to get the system. Day 1 edition, I didn't get this day 1, I got it afterwards. Play games others have pros and cons, yeah, for sure. You don't want to get people like screaming down the microphone, like, get good, and I'm like, well, I just started playing. Yeah, Rise, Son of Rome. One game I was interested in playing was Among Us, but I had tested that out, and just playing it with like random people online did not give me good results. Rise of the Tomb Raider. Another reason I got the Xbox One actually. One of these Tomb Raider games was exclusive to it for a certain amount of time, so I really wanted that as well. That was really cool. Love the Tomb Raider games. I've got the third one. I got it ages ago, but I haven't played it yet. I certainly want to. I've streamed Tomb Raider the reboot and Tomb Raider Rise of Tomb Raider, so I definitely want to get that. Rare Replay. Alright, in fairness, this is another reason to get the Xbox One. 30 games on this collection. Great games. Plus, even if you just played Conker's Bad Fur Day, you've definitely made your money's worth on this. Great games on it. Plus, there's Perfect Dark. There's what is Banjo-Kazooie. So much good stuff on this. Very good collection. And pretty clean, so it doesn't need much cleaning. Quantum Break, picked this up recently. By the same guys, Remedy, made Alan Wake. That's pretty much the only reason I picked this up. And this one's a bit too cinematic for my liking. Bit too much cinemas. Not enough gameplay. I haven't played it very long, but it was very slow going. Like, very slow going. I've heard people say that you can play this game and like in some of the cinemas your controller will shut off. Yeah, there you go. Pretty cool. Halo Master Chief Collection. This actually came free with my Xbox console, digitally. Ended up buying this for like £5 or something, just so I had a physical version. It also comes in a big box. This one's very dirty. I don't think I'm going to possibly be able to clean this one enough. So it's just going to have to go in like it is, because it's like nasty. It's got like a nick on it as well. So it's pretty nasty looking. So I'm just going to give this a once over, because it's not getting any cleaner than it is. It's not getting any cleaner than that. It's a dirty, 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 dirty game. The thing I like about this collection is you can play some of the games with the modern graphics or revert back to the old ones. been playing MAG on PS3. Every game you got kicked out within 2 minutes because they only wanted the best players. Yeah, that's just insane, right? Like, it's like, you know, when you get like a job application and it says like must have experience. It's, how do I get experience if I can't get the job without experience? It's that kind of thing in gaming, and then it feels like work. You know, it's crazy. Oh, okay, I just won't then. The Goat Simulator, the bundle. I haven't played this for a while. It's a fun game. It's just like a destructible sandbox style game. It keeps updating to like different versions, like automatically on my system. I want to get like a physical copy of the most updated version as well. But even so, that'll probably just update to whatever version down the line anyway. But they keep adding stuff to this, is what I'm saying. Lots of content on this game. This is actually a game I would probably like to stream as well. That would be pretty funny. You could definitely get at least one stream out of this. At least one stream. You get kicked out of a heist from GTA Online because you're not high level? Yeah, that's insane, right? So, well, you know, I used to play a lot of World of Warcraft online. And yeah, it was a similar thing. Just player politics became too much of it. Gears of War: The Ultimate Edition. This was a remake the visuals. Same game, but they did all the visuals again. Pretty cool. Played it with a new engine. Updated the visuals to the current one. All of the Gears of War games might be a bit controversial for me to say this. I feel the same way about the Halo games. They all feel very similar to me. But it's not to say they're not good. They just all feel quite similar. But yeah, there's that one. Gears of War: The Ultimate Edition. Looks like I'm trying to see if this is dirt on it. Yeah, it is dirt. Okay, there we go. Now it's clean. Fallout 4. I actually preferred Fallout 3. So, this version includes Fallout 3 for free. Fallout 3 for free. On the Xbox 3 it would be. Yeah, because the Xbox One was actually the Xbox 3. So Fallout 3 for free on the Xbox 3. For free. Yeah. I actually probably wanted this. I picked it up recently, the Game of the Year edition on the PlayStation 4, similar to what I want to do with The Witcher. So there's that. I prefer playing stuff on the PlayStation 4. I prefer the controller. Whichever controller you feel like obviously is up to you. I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm saying I prefer the PS4 controller. Same deal with Alien Isolation. I bought it again on PlayStation 4 when I got the PlayStation 4. Got the Xbox first. My friends were more into the Xbox, so I ended up getting that system first. Every time. Oh my goodness, 60% of the time. Every time. However, this one, I recommend the Ripley edition. I'm not sure if they added the extra content as DLC afterwards, but you got like some scenarios you could do with the original characters, which is pretty cool. Dead Rising. I think one of the Dead Risings was probably one of the reasons I got this system, because I played the Dead Rising on 1 and 2 and some of the DLC games on the Xbox 360. Loved it. Didn't really actually play Dead Rising 3 that much. This game had some use of the Kinect in it as well, and they just didn't use the Kinect at all. People mustn't know it's a game. Pretend it's a game. The old sewer shark line from the Sega CD. Yeah, so this is one of the reasons I actually got the system. I haven't played it that much actually. And then we have Too Dark here. I found this in a place called Treasure Trove. In the same town that I'm in right now. Really cheap. It's on both systems, but it was like £5 for this. It's normally like a much more expensive game than that. Some say it take way more seriously than they should. Yeah, that is fair. Your former roommate was one of those people. Luke, I am your former roommate. Best friend. What does that mean? Absolutely nothing. I'm butchering the Space Force reference there for Lone Star. but you get my drift. Got any Castlevania? I do. On my I just posted my top 5 expensive games video. Number 5 on my top 5 expensive games was Castlevania: The New Generation, also known as Castlevania Bloodlines, for the Mega Drive. The PAL copy is like 150 or 200 pounds or more. So that was on that as well. The one, this is a steelbook. Ooh, okay, pretty cool. It is too dark. Very nice looking as well, actually. This is like a retro-inspired game as well, so it's pretty cool. I don't think it's going to fit in here. No, I was wrong. It will fit in there. Just about. Yeah, that'll do. Maybe I'll move something around. Will this fit on there? Yeah, well, okay, yeah. I feel much more secure about that. Alright. Anyone that knows you for a while shows respect you consider to be a friend. Good shout, my friend. Good shout. It's like you can't really be friends with anyone that doesn't show respect to you, though, can you? Unless you're into that. Talk dirty to me. Talk dirty to me. Never mind. There's that. I said the lids don't fit on these ones. Alright. PS4 we're on to. PS4. Most of these should be pretty clean as they are. There's a definite smell of new plastic from these boxes. It's really weird. Mega Drive Symphony of the Night. The Mega Rare. I was like, it's not on the Mega. It's Mega. No, the PlayStation 1 version I don't have, but I do have Castlevania, the Dracula X Chronicles on the PS3, which you can unlock that on, I think. If I have that correct. I don't have the PlayStation 1 game. And I'm not sure the Power one would have come with the soundtrack either. I can't recall. A lot of times we didn't get, like, for the Final Fantasy anthologies, we didn't get the soundtrack in that. For Silent Hill 3, we didn't get the soundtrack in that over here, I should say. So a lot of times we didn't get the soundtrack, unfortunately. Senman, another one in the top 5 rare games. I think it was number 1. Senman Kagura 2 didn't get the soundtrack in that. For some reason, that's worth. There's Yeez, by the way. For some reason, we didn't get the soundtrack in that. Wonderboy Returns. I did an unboxing for this. I can't remember if this was the game where I opened up the soundtrack CD. Funnily enough, speaking of soundtrack CDs, and it snapped. And I think Strictly Limited tweeted at me like a laughing emoji because they watched it. That was really weird. I gotta get some more stuff from Strictly Limited. I was looking at some of that stuff recently. This is version 8.857 for this one. The PlayStation on the Vita. It's very expensive, yeah. To be fair, I don't actively go after expensive games, unless I find them. Like a diamond in the rough type deal. I'm not gonna actively buy something that's incredibly expensive, because it's a similar reason to why I don't World of Final Fantasy. By the way, I think there's an updated version of this that just came out. It's a similar type of deal to why I don't buy a lot of games when they're brand new. You can get a lot more second-hand games, more value for your money. You could get, let's say 10 PS2 games for the price of one PS5 game. Let's just say that. And genuinely, I think you're probably going to get more bang for your buck out of the more for your money, if you know what I mean. 2K19 with AJ Styles, Ronda Rousey and Rey Mysterio are the bonus characters in this one. Don't know how long they stay up there though for those DLCs. Shame they didn't put them in the actual game disc, so they made them downloadable. But that was your pre-order bonuses there. Wonder of Blood. I don't think I have Wonder of Blood either, but some of the games we have over here had different names. So I think a fair few of them are just called Castlevania over here, or at least one of them. Because like I have a Game Boy Advanced one, it's just called Castlevania. I'm pretty sure it's called Castlevania Circles of the Moon, and I'm pretty sure that could be the case with other games as well, like some of the Game Boy ones, but I could be wrong. It has it on a Play Store for the Vita. You can unlock it if you've just had the first boss. Yeah. So I got I got that for the PSP. I think it was a good find as well. And the PSP is like a remake of it as well. Wonderboy, The Dragon's Trap. Next one. Pretty good game series. Pretty good. I like that Wonderboy's had a bit of a resurgence recently. Nice that happened. I think this was a game that was on limited run and then got regular release. Could be wrong. No, this is the limited run version. No, yeah, this did. I got this from limited run, and then it got a regular release after that. So it's something to watch out for when you buy limited versions of games. But they might just get regular releases. I think I was looking at a strictly limited, like Wonder Girl game, and I think it said that they were getting a regular release of it. So I was just gonna wait for that. It's either strictly limited or super rare. I can't remember. I think Ronda Rousey is a big star name, and with that carries a lot of weight. So Ronda Rousey definitely, if Ronda Rousey is on, let's say, wrestling pay-per-view, people are going to watch it, and that is good for everyone involved. And you know they are an actor, so they can definitely put in the performance as well when they need to. PS5 games cost for a CD game is $75. Well, you know, it's like £80 over here, which would be like $90. So it's like it's even more expensive over here, and let alone places like Brazil, it's going to be incredibly expensive. Yeah, they're very expensive. The new games. I was really hoping that other developers wouldn't follow suit with the price increase. Wild Guns Reloaded. So most games, with the exception of maybe something I really want to play like Resident Evil, I'm probably just gonna wait. Probably gonna wait. Yeah, I think the door's probably always open for Ronda Rousey to come back. Wild Guns Reloaded is pretty cool actually. I reckon eventually, because that's like it's like a big deal on those big money contracts in places like WWE. So I feel at some point we're gonna see him again. There's Watch Dogs actually. Spoiler again. This game is on my next pickup video. So that there's a little bit of this in it. A little bit of this. Very recent-ish pickup. I got this from a charity shop. No actual case for it. It doesn't have soundtrack in it. But it is a steelbook. I think I paid like £2 or £3 for it. Velocity 2X. This one comes with a soundtrack CD. Pretty cool. Loads of extras on this one. This is just a regular release as well. They didn't release like the regular Velocity game though in any physical form, I don't believe. So that would have been nice to get. Love the Watchdog games. Yeah, I played a little bit of it. It was kind of cool. It was a bit like GTA, but with like hacker mechanics. It felt like very much like GTA. If GTA had like a slightly different premise. This one is dirtier than I thought it was. You dirty case. Don't think it's that bad, but I'm gonna give it a little bit of a clean. There's a little bit of dirt inside of there. Inside of the inlay. Alright, that's fine. That'll do. There's the soundtrack CD, which doesn't quite fit in the case. So that's where that's gonna go. Alright, Until Dawn. Great game. I think this was one of the games that got me to buy the PlayStation 4. This is the extended edition. I upgraded to the extended edition. The extended edition has one extra scene. It's really not worth, honestly, having played it. The extra scene is just two of the characters walking and talking. It's really not worth it. And you can only get the extra scene because the extra scene is on the disc, but you can't play it unless you put in a code. And the code is a one-use code. So very strange. They never added that extra scene to DLC either. So I'm not sure what the deal was there, but that was an odd choice. A very odd choice, in my view. But a great game. They've now got the Dark Pictures games going on. I played the first one. We'll be streaming that one as well soon. And the newer one, Little Hope, came out, and they're doing a third one, which I don't know the name of, but they're doing that as well. Uncharted Collection. Streamed all the games on this, on the channel as well. I thought about doing PS3 versions of said games as well. But I think they ended up getting a fair bit of copyright, so I may not do. But it was cool to do it. This case is far dirtier than I thought it would be. What happened here? How did you get so dirty, case? Fortunately, it's not that big a deal to clean it. Even though I might just have to put a cleaning wipe to this. No, I think it'll be okay. It's got like pretty dirty, but you got to be careful about pressing too hard on the cases, because where the little plastic parts that hold the manuals in, if you press down on them, you can damage the paper insert. If you do that too heavily, you got to be a little careful about that. But as it stands, this isn't too bad. It's a little dirty, but acceptable. Same thing happens in the back. You almost get like a ring around there. I'm a super guy. You guys are super. Thanks for hanging out with me, my friends. Especially when you know I'm just chatting and cleaning games. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me as well. Yeah, you guys are really helping me get through this as well. So thank you so much, because it has been stressful. I mean, everyone's pretty much on edge right now. But yeah, you have the Uncharted game on the Vita. I have not played it. I have a Vita TV, and it won't play the games that need the Vita controls. It's a shame they never made a Vita that could just do HDMI out. Here we got Torment's Ties of Phenomena. Yes, I can't say the name of this game. It's actually a sequel to Planescape Torment. This was a Kickstarter game as well. This one has a CD in it as well. Pretty cool. I want to get that one on the Vita though, and stream it. Figure out how to stream it. That's something I've actually been wondering, because it is a Vita game. I can't do it on the TV, and I don't know how I would stream it. There's a couple of things that I really don't know how I would stream. Things like the DS 3DS. There's a couple of games I want to stream on that. Don't know how to do it. I guess maybe emulation is an option. But with the more modern systems, of course, the emulation is less good. Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. I got this from Game. It is broken. I think the art book falls out or something like that. Yes. Look at this. That's not acceptable, right? That is not acceptable. That's the condition they sent it to me in, so that's how that ended up. But it's still there. It still works, but it's not the best. I would have preferred it to not be, because I like this game a lot. I would have preferred it to be in good condition. I'm gonna have to upgrade this at some point. It doesn't seem that bad. I thought because this has a cardboard case, it wouldn't be in the best shape. Sometimes I get box protectors for these sort of things. Hey, you guys are awesome. Thanks for checking it out, my friend. I've got the high ground. How can that be? I'm so short. I'm like 5 foot nothing. I can really taste the amount of dust I've spread into the air with this thing now. I'm very surprised I have not coughed or sneezed. But fortunately I haven't yet. Ew, this is really dirty. Dirty. Yeah, that's not bad. Playing it through the PlayStation 4 to the TV. Awkwardly, I think it's the other way around. I think you can play PlayStation 4 to your Vita, but I do not believe you can put your PlayStation Vita onto your TV. If it is the case that you can do it the other way around, then that's awesome. I'll do that. I'll have to also get a Vita because I only have a Vita TV. But that would be something I could do. But I think it's the other way around. I think you can play your PlayStation... For some reason, you can play your PlayStation 4 on your Vita, but not the other way around. It's kind of like how on the Wii U, you can play your game just on the Wii U gamepad if you want, but you can't leave the house. So what's the point? Kind of like what they wanted to do with the Switch. Lara Croft also dirty. Yes, Lara Croft is actually physically dirty on the cover. Quite dirty. Next up we have the Ninja Saviors. Remake of the 1990s Super Nintendo game. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. This one is relatively new as well. It shouldn't be very dirty. You know, actually, when I played, when I streamed the Tomb Raider reboot, I think in one of the cinemas, in one of the cutscenes that went back in time and showed her before the incidents that she went through, I think the texture screwed up and she was dirty in the cinema. So she just walks around with dirt on her face. It was pretty funny. This one's pretty clean. We probably won't see dirty stuff until we reach the PS2. Last of Us. Not the last PlayStation 4 game, but it is towards the end. Stream this as well, and the DLC on it. I originally played it on the PS3. This is apparently the Day 1 edition. Apparently. I'm not sure what that got you, like maybe a survival pack or something that you can get in these games. Pretty clean otherwise though. The Evil Within 2, stream this as well. Love this game. Pretty good game. Enjoy it. Pretty nice. Yeah, that's pretty clean as well. They should do a third one. Do a third one already. Do a third Evil Within. The evil still within, and might come out at some point and scare you. Working title. That's what it'll be. Yeah, this one's pretty clean. Fighting chance pack, viral packs, whatever you want to call them. Little bonus packs included in some of these. They'll give you some more heals and stuff if you ordered early versions. Super Hydra. I think this is a limited run, right? Yeah, limited run 129. Cool shmup. Cool game. I don't order as much from limited run as I used to because the postage rates are pretty crazy for us in the UK. But they do a lot of good games. See, normally the conversion from pound to dollar was sort of enough for me to eat the postage, but the postage is higher now than it was, so it's much less of an enticing prospect to get games overseas. Not to mention, you order the games from limited run before they make them, so sometimes it takes forever to get them. Even though, you know, it's good to get them, but it takes a while. Shenmue 1 and 2, great game. Great games. I have them on the Dreamcast. This is the PlayStation 4 port. My Dreamcast doesn't currently work, but so this is actually my currently only way to play them. Can I beat the original Lara Croft? I always enjoyed playing it on number 3 when you could walk around the mansion and you could just fire at the butler. He would like block with his like serving tray. Please don't shoot me, Miss Croft. And you just would. Alright, Streets of Rage 4, fantastic game. Another relatively new game. I have 2 editions of this actually. I ended up getting it from limited run. And then I found out that the other edition would be even better. So I got 2 editions of this, but the other one came with so many extras that it's worth it. But yeah, that unboxings for both of those on the channel. That's everything that's going to fit in there. In fact, that won't fit in there. So that will be on the next box. And that is the 4th of these boxes. I guess we're on to the really useful boxes. Alright. Where am I going to put this during that time? Put it next to me. They're really useful boxes. They are pretty useful. a little piece of paper in there telling you all the different sizes they do. But yes, these ones actually have, you know, handles for the lid, so just better. Hey Josh, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. I see you passing through. I'll grab some games, box them up. How are you doing, Josh? Appreciate you checking out the stream. I've also lost my kitchen roll, so I'm going to get another one. Alright, so there's the limited run version of Streets of Rage 4. It actually worked out way better for me to get this version, because it came with more stuff. You want to see some naughty pixelated stuff? Naughty pixelated stuff. Shantae, Risky's Revenge. Limited runs games version. Now, one of the problems with these cases, I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's a little bit of damage to the case. You can't really see it, but whenever you take the games out of these limited run game cases, it presses in there and damages the case. So I kind of have to take the sleeve out every time I take this game out. Pretty crazy. To be honest, most of these aren't going to need much, if any, cleaning. I don't think. So I can speed up a little bit with some of these. You guys got your game genies in, eh? Alright, so this one is another Shantae game, Half Genie Hero Ultimate Edition. And this was only released in the PS4 in the UK. Well, I should say the PAL region. I did an unboxing for this, and it was pretty interesting. Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Croft Edition. This automatically gets upgraded to whatever the current edition is, if you have that. They released another version of this, and it will just get automatically updated to that. So, if you want that, you can get it. Pretty, again, most of these are going to be in pretty good nick, because they're PS4. No comment. Mega Drive Classics, a very good and easy way to get a lot of Mega Drive games. If you want a ton of Mega Drive games, it's a good way to do it. Honestly, like, this is a legit way of doing it. You know, these are all fully licensed, and it's an easy way of doing it as well. So it is a perfectly fine way of doing it. If you want to play a lot of Mega Drive games, I often see people say, well, I have to emulate, or I have to, you know, get ROMs or whatever, because they don't sell these games. They do. They're on these collections. I made a joke about it on one of my April Fool's videos a while back. Another Tomb Raider game, Rise of the Tomb Raider. There's the PS4 version. 20-year celebration edition, very nice. This one is in good condition, so this should not need much cleaning. Just gonna give it a wipe down. Fine. Revenant Saga, limited run games release, I believe. RPG. This one was it's definitely cool to get physical versions of this, but a lot of these games I bought without much information on them. So yeah, it's cool. It's cool to get it though. We're moving on to PS3 shortly. In fact, there's more PS4 games I'll put down here. Starlink, Battle for Atlas. Of course I have that. Of course I have it. Honestly, doesn't really need much cleaning. Spider-Man. Haven't played it. Still haven't played it yet. I got the same time I got the third Lara Croft game. Still haven't played it. Still need to do that. The explode Lara cheat. I am familiar with the exploding Lara cheat. I remember doing that. You do a certain combination, she jumps in the air and explodes. Sonic Mania Plus. I've got the Mega Drive version of the cover here because I just love how it looks. Looks awesome. Honestly, this doesn't need much cleaning either. When we get to PS3, probably do. Skyforce Anniversary. They need to get the rest of the Skyforce games on the PS4. They're good games. They just need a little bit of adapting from the previous mobile versions. This one is a little bit dirty. The limited run games cases as well are quite fragile. It's just another issue with them. I should just use regular cases. But I think they make their own. Alright, we've got like a ton of Resident Evil coming. The last Resident Evil game I streamed, Resident Evil Revelations 2. Actually, that's not true. I did Code Veronica, but this was the last one. Chronologically, I need to do to finish it. To finish all of them. Not including ones I'd already played. So this was the last one I played. Revelations 2. The box set includes all of the episodes in it. Pretty good. Revelations PS4 version. I streamed this version. Got a lot of copyright claims. Well, not a lot, but a few. Hadn't really seen copyright claims until like Revelation 6 that sort of thing. But anyway, there you go. Good game though. Great game. Origins Collection, great way to get Resident Evil 1 remake on your PS4. Also has Resident Evil 0, which is another fantastic game. Good stuff. Getting into some of my pride of my modern games. Definitely looking at that here with these titles. Some of my favourites. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. Well, technically they just call it Resident Evil Biohazard. And they're calling Resident Evil 8 Village, which is kind of annoying. Why didn't they just call it Resident Evil Village? If they're going to call this Resident Evil Biohazard. Anyway, that's just a weird numbering. It's just numbering. I don't like it. Keep it consistent. VR compatible. If you really want to wet your pants, play that in VR. I got the Biohazard Gold. Was this Gold Edition? This is the regular edition. Okay, that was the Gold Edition. This is the regular edition with a lenticular cover. I think this was the first one I got, and then I got the Gold Edition because it was cheaper to get the Gold Edition than it was just to get the DLC. Like it was cheaper to get. I found it for like £15. It was cheaper to get that than it was just to get the End of Zoe, which was a pretty good deal. Can't argue with that. Can't argue with that. Got a long while stream again. It should be pretty good. As soon as we get internet, I'll probably be streaming to a incomplete game room, but we probably should be streaming again soon. Complaining about Resident Evil 0. Has the toughest enemies in the same place. Not hard to dodge. Yeah, the thing I don't like about Resident Evil 0 is not that you drop items. It's that you can only drop a certain amount of items in a room. And I'm quite... Daniel will know what I mean here. I'm quite obsessive compulsive about where I want my items and my items to be managed, especially when it comes to inventory boxes. So I have to have my items together, if you know what I mean. So I have to have all of my heals in one place. And when I wasn't playing it on stream, I honestly was doing like 100 trips back and forth. I was doing like 100 trips back and forth just to put my items in the same place. The good thing is if you move, you don't have much stuff. That's fair. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff to move. Resident Evil 6. I know when we stream this, some of the guys really like this. It was actually I assumed when I streamed this, everyone would be saying, "Oh, this is the worst one," but you know, a lot of people liked it. Some people said it was their favorite. Resident Evil 3. I will probably stream this again at some point as well. Loot Ninja, item sorter. I will probably stream this again at some point. Resident Evil 2. As you guys know, I have the big collector's edition. I did an unboxing for it as well. This is in a protector as well, which is from my game vault. So this, I just really have to clean the protector here and not the case itself. Not bad. Although the thing I find with these game vault cases is sometimes they open up a bit on the top. Sometimes. But for the most part, I might not need these anymore if I'm moving to a place that's drier. I just worry about these steelbooks. Red Dead 2. I said I was going to stream this, and I will stream this at some point. It's just a really, really long game. It takes forever to get from one place to another. So that's the only reason I haven't streamed it, because it would, you know, in one stream, in like 1 2 hour regular stream, I would get like one mission done. I want to do it though. I want to do it. Definitely. This is a cardboard case and it's looking a little bit nasty because cardboard doesn't like the damp conditions, unfortunately. Umbrella Corps. Umbrella Corps I haven't done yet. I do need to do Umbrella Corps. Spent nearly 3 hours trying to sort things. Operation Raccoon City we did. Operation Raccoon City was one of the hardest. Definitely one of the hardest. I've got to give Operation Raccoon City credit. It was more fun because you know, guys, I know I play games through. Most of the time I play a game through before I'm going to stream it. So I played Operation Raccoon City through before I streamed it. I got to give it credit. It was same with Resident Evil 6 for that matter. It was more fun when I had already played it through. You know what? I'm realizing now that this game, the Rise of the Tomb Raider, is not going to fit properly in this case. I should put it in one of the other cases. I'll figure out later. Okay, so that leaves an extra space, which means I can probably put... let's go put Kingslave. That's also in a protective case. Final Fantasy movie. Actually in a almost new protector case, so that can just go straight in there. And there we go, Rainbow Skies. Great game as well. Got the same collector's edition of Resident Evil 2 Steelbook. Yeah. It's like a big box as well. Hey, Rodman, how you doing, buddy? Appreciate you dropping by, my friend. Regardless of how long. Awesome of you to catch the stream, and I appreciate it. And I will catch you next time, buddy. I really do appreciate anyone dropping in for any amount of time, regardless. So it is awesome of you to check out the stream, my friend. And I will catch you next time. And look, these ones have much better lids. Like, that lid's actually going to stay on there. That lid's actually going to stay on there, unlike the other ones. Alright, next box. So, I've still got a bit of PS4. Rainbow Moon. Another great game. I wanted to stream these as well. I did Rainbow Moon, I think, on Biohazard TV at one point. It's just like a throwaway, a little bit of RPG. And yeah, it was actually pretty fun. The game's quite grindy though, quite grindy. But it is a good game. Like I said, I've got the soundtrack CD to this as well, and I have the piano, very limited edition soundtrack CD that they did for Kickstarter. Oh boy, all the games are falling down. Busy with Mass Effect. Uh-oh. Yeah, so this is another problem with the limited run game cases with Oceanhorn here. See this case right here? You can probably see that. It is snapped. Like, actually snapped. I think I've got sellotape holding it together. Not the best. Probably should have, like, realized that before I started cleaning that one. Yeah, very, very nasty looking case. Oh well. Maybe I should get replacement cases. Am I keeping the shelf? I didn't intend to. However, because I will need new shelves where I'm moving anyway, I'm probably going to at least keep them for the time being. I think. And then figure out what I'm doing as I go, like replace shelves as it happens. Nier Automata, I actually really like this. Only recently played it. Definitely one I'm going to look to stream in the future as well. Hey Eyeliner Bunny, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Last stream from this game room as I sort out moving stuff around. Mitsuguri Kamui Hikai is an arena combat game. I remember picking this up. Kind of like Dynasty Warriors, but more like one room, kill a load of enemies. Another room, kill a load of enemies. Mania number 9. Best Mega Man game, right? No, nobody thinks that. They went for it. This includes a load of extra stuff. I think the problem with this game is it wasn't Mega Man, really. So there you go, my number 9. Man and Madan was speaking about the Dark Picture Anthology games. Actually, should probably figure out what disc is in my PlayStation 4 as well before I move that, or maybe I just don't bother and leave it in there. Great game, great game. Life is Strange, got a special edition of this somewhere. Like I said, I keep the special edition games outside of the cases, so that I can get to the games very easily. So moving, yeah, packing is gonna be. We have honestly, we've only done like, I'm gonna say less than half of this shelf to my left, because this shelf here is 2 of these shelves, so one next to the other. It's gonna be a while, but I appreciate you guys checking it out with me. We chill out. Layers of Fear. Lara Croft Temple of Osiris got the special edition for this as well. I keep the special editions in boxes above the shelving units, but I'm hoping if I can have a shelf spare to display some of the collector's editions, then I can do that, and maybe I might put the games back in their cases, in the collector's edition boxes, I should say. Alright, Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition. Wanna do this as well at some point. This one just looks like a really big game, like too big. Hey, catch you later, Raccoon Evil. Thanks for dropping by, my friend. Appreciate you checking out the stream, and I will catch you next time, buddy. I will see you next time. Not in a creepy way, well, unless you want to. But anyway, catch you later, my friend. Grand Theft Auto 5. Very impressive that they had a version of this on the previous generation as well, actually, that worked perfectly fine. With just a couple of graphical sacrifices. Not different story when it comes to Cyberpunk, right? You got like a 360 version of this that worked perfectly fine, PS4 version that worked perfectly fine, and then PS4 and PS5 for Cyberpunk. Neither of them work. Ghostblade HD. Shmup game. Good one. Good one. Limited run, I think. No, Play Asia. My mistake. This is from East Asia Soft. Cool game. Glad to have that one in the collection. I think I actually had to get this from eBay. Actually, I had to grab it from eBay. Game Tengoku. Game Paradise. Cruising Mix Special. A very sought after shmup on the Saturn. They released it on the PlayStation 4. This is limited run games. I got special edition of this as well. The special edition came with DLC on the disc. Pretty cool. It was cheaper to get that than it was to look remotely into getting the original version. Galgun Double Piece. I actually did a little video for this on one of the Patreon reward videos. Patreon or YouTube channel membership reward videos, supporter exclusives, I should say. A little let's play of that. If you were. But there you go. Interesting game. Technically a real shooter where you shoot your love. Final Fantasy Typo HD. It's in a protected case because it's a steelbook. Try and put my steelbooks in protected cases. At least at the time, because there's even a little bit of like rust on this one as it is. So hopefully that's going to be less of an issue when I'm in a less moist area. Hopefully, we shall see. Another steelbook, Final Fantasy 15 Deluxe Edition. Cool. Very nice cover there as well. Very nice. Most of these PlayStation 4 games are in pretty good shape. One I recently picked up, Zodiac Age. Actually don't need to clean this at all because I recorded gameplay footage for it very recently for the next pickup video, so that's fine. 10 and 10-2. I had to get 3 copies of this to get one that would work on my PlayStation 4. My PlayStation 4 did not like it. Now I always wait for my PlayStation 4 games disc to stop spinning before I even try and use them. Horizon Zero Dawn is your favourite PS4 game? I'll wait for the second. Yeah, I actually also I got that new for £15, the complete edition. I got it from Argos. And if you wait on these games, you can get them so cheap. It really does save you a lot of trouble. Hey Shai, how you doing, my friend? I think a Nintendo Direct. It was very cool to see the Zelda HD port. I would have, honestly, even though it would have been games that I already have, I would have liked to have seen a Zelda collection on the Switch. Just so more people can play those games. The golf game was pretty cool. I'm not sure I looked at much of the other games, to be honest. Fallout 4 there. Oh yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Love this game. I'm not sure I looked at many of the other games. I know there was another No More Heroes, which seemed pretty cool. Hoping for Wind Waker. Well, yeah, that would have been cool, right? If they'd done like Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, and then Skyward Sword in like a triple pack. I guess that's probably asking too much. But then you would have got 3 generations of 3D Zelda games. Yeah, probably be asking too much, but that would have been nice. Wind Waker has a very good version on the that was Fallout 4 Game of the Year edition, by the way. Has a very good version on the Wii U, a HD version. Dragon's Lair Trilogy, got this from Limited Run Games. I was going to grab the trilogy that came out on the Wii, but that's American only, didn't come out over here. Finally, they released this from Limited Run Games, so I could play them. Because I don't have a Laserdisc arcade in my game room. Might have space for one, but no. Dragon Quest Heroes. Kind of like RPG hack and slash. I want to make time for this, actually. I want to play one of the others. This is one of those games that has like a streaming notice in it saying like, don't stream this because of the music, which was very weird. I remember booting it up and saying, well, that's annoying. I think they said it's fine on Twitch but not on YouTube. Double Switch, got this from Limited Run Games. PS4 version, not Nintendo Switch. That would be triple Switch if it was Nintendo Switch. Double Switch on the Nintendo Switch. Triple Switch. Alright. Let know pressing Switch probably pushes some buttons, right? Yeah, lid. Good. Oh, damn it. I resisted sneezing for so long. There was too much dust. Alright. Next box. Let's do it. Alright. This one already has some bubble wrap in it. Good stuff. Thank you. The whole bless you thing used to be like a the idea that you're expelling demons when you sneeze. Okay, so how do I want to do these? What do I want to do? Lengthways. Which would fit more in this thing? I'm trying to figure out for this. Do I do them like this or do I do them like this? Probably like this. Doom as well. Probably doesn't need much cleaning. Probably doesn't. Alright. Night Trap. Another Limited Run Games release. Came with a cassette soundtrack of the single. Would have preferred if it was a CD single. But yeah. At least now I can fit this in here. That'll fit in there fine. Dimension Drive, another shmup. Definitely got this from PlayAsia. Remember that. Knocking off all of the dust here. There you go. Pretty good. Deception 4, The Nightmare Princess. Don't forget to pack my pound Xbox cable. Mustn't forget that. If I was going to blow up this house, that would be the last thing I leave here to make sure that it got destroyed. Yeah, naturally, that was the first thing I took over. It's got a whole room to itself. Shame room in the naughty corner. Alright. Let's go ahead and use a new piece of kitchen roll. There we go. Alright. Corexia Sigma. Hack and slash. Pretty cool. Most of these are fairly clean. This one's still got a bit of like film on it from when I opened it up. It's pretty funny. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Hey, Stretch Limmer, how you doing, my friend? Welcome. Doing some cleaning. Yeah, moving house, so I wanna make sure stuff is clean when it goes into the next game room. Plus, it makes a good chat stream as well. Cosmic Star Heroine, cool cyberpunk style RPG. Pretty awesome. Got this from Limited Run Games as well. Got a lot of like lot of my PS4 stuff in Limited Run Games. Contra Road Corps, not the best Contra, but it is a 3D Contra, so you get what you expect, that sort of thing. Caldarius Blaze, shmup, good shmup at that. How you doing, by the way, Stretch Limo? Good to have you here, my friend. We have a little bit of a chill stream. If you guys want to ask me any questions about game collecting and about all that sort of stuff, feel free, my friends. Feel free. Bound by Flame. I think I got this in Console Connections in Truro before they shut down for like £5. Very cheap. Borderlands, the Handsome Collection, includes Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel. I know Trevor's a big fan of these. Trevor's a big fan of the Borderlands games. Blaze Blue, Chrono Phantasmia Extend fighting game. No idea what that means. I honestly just press all the buttons and hope for the best. Honestly, got a lot of these games. I got a lot of these games second hand, and they were very cheap. That's how I go about getting my games. Doing just spectacular. That's good to hear, my friend. I'm glad you're doing well. Blair Witch here. I actually only got this Blair Witch to reference for my Halloween video. If you haven't checked out my Halloween video about the Blair Witch, it's not about this game. It's about a trilogy of PC games, and they're very underrated survival horror games. The PC trilogy, for sure. Batman Arkham Knight. This is the Game of the Year edition. The Game of the Year edition has the DLC, but it's on a code, not on it's not on the disc at all, which was very disappointing, but that's just how modern games are. This is a great way to do a pain in the butt chore. Exactly. It makes what would normally be quite a laborious process me able to interact and have fun with people. As Divine Hearts here, another RPG. I'm going to pick up Blair Witch for the Switch. Would I recommend? So to be fair, I've only played about an hour into it. It definitely feels like more of a walking simulator than a survival horror game. It bills itself as a psychological horror game. So if a psychological horror game is your type of deal, then you'll like it. It's a first-person game. There's a lot of emphasis on using your dog in it. There's Antiquia Lost, another RPG from Limited Run. I found the pace of it to be a little too slow for my liking. That is not to say that it doesn't get faster, but it does rely on game elements that I am less good at. So it relies on things like stealth, and there's the problem solving. You do stuff with the camera. I really like that. You use the camera. There's the Alien Isolation Ripley edition I got for PS4. And you kind of manipulate the camera to manipulate the world. I really like that. But I did not like sneaking past enemies. And that's sort of where I left it. So I would say it's, if you like a psychological horror, then it might be your thing. If not, then it might not be your thing. Alright, the Book of Spells, first PS3 game. Yes, Harry Potter inspired. Don't think about that, but it is it uses PlayStation Move. There you go. Just finished Blade on Switch. That was awesome. Nice. Death Stranding. Now that's a walking simulator. Yeah, it's like a carrying simulator, right? You need to like balance your packs. I've seen a lot of cool stuff to it, but from what I have seen from Death Stranding, it has a lot of really long cinematics, which you got in the later Metal Gear Solid games as well, and a lot of walking from place to place, which is a problem I have with Red Dead. So the pace again is a little too slow for my liking. What game would I play again, and what is your least favorite? So my least favorite game in the entire game room, my least favorite game is Resident Evil 2 on the Tiger Gamecom handheld. I did stream that game. You can watch me stream it if you want to watch me suffer. It took, I think, 5 or 6 hours to stream Resident Evil 2 on the Tiger Gamecom, and it was horrendous. Hey, catch you later, fangirl. Appreciate you dropping by. Thanks for the well wishes, and I will catch you next time, my friend. See you next time, buddy. Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness. Another good shout, Amy, from Let Me Live Gaming. There you go. Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness. I actually destroyed that in another video. And Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness is referenced in my Halloween special video as well. If you watch to the end, that is. My Halloween special, which was the Blair Witch Trilogy on PC review. Towards the end of that, it references Angel of Darkness. My favorite, the game I actually really want to play again is Breath of the Wild. I actually kind of want to play that again. I have a big urge to play it again. How you doing? Let Me Live Gaming, by the way, my friend. Appreciate you checking out the stream. Favorite console to collect for? Honestly, I think it's the NES, and it's just because of how the cartridges feel when you collect them. There's a tactile feel to how they look, and the shape being similar to videos makes me very nostalgic for them, even though I own older systems that I have more of an emotional connection to. Like, I have much more of an emotional connection to the Commodore 64 because I had the Commodore 64, and I the VIC-20 was passed down to me, and I enjoyed that, and then the Commodore 64 was awesome. However, I just really like the feel of the NES games. Just really like them. They look nice to hold as well. They look nice to hold. I sound dirty, don't I? You doing good? That's good to hear. Let Me Live Gaming, not doing bad. Glad to hear it, my friend. Hey, Jonan, what's up, my friend? It's sad music. Yeah, this is most likely the last stream in this location. We are moving. It's exactly what was suggested earlier. This is essentially a chore, and I've found a way to make it enjoyable by streaming it. So I appreciate you guys checking it out as well. Any collector questions you want to ask, or any questions really at all, to keep the chat, I will indulge. Anything except the mukbang, because I can't eat anymore because of my hands are dirty. Feel sad, man. Hey, Big Boss Incarnate, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Using the stealth MVO emote. Yeah, I'm terrible at stealth. Terrible. Demon Souls here in the big box. This should be fairly clean. This is actually fairly sought after as well. I'm wondering if I should even put this in like this. Is it going to get crushed? Should I put it the other way around? Probably. What I will do actually is I'll put the Demon Souls game back in it, and then it'll be there's the Demon Souls game. Streamed this not too long ago. I will be doing a second part of the Demon Souls, I think. I may not do more parts than 2, but I will probably be doing a second part of this. I went ahead and redid my character to be the Royal, and that way I have Mana Ring. So that's what I want in the first place. I'm doing good, my friend Big Boss. Thanks for asking, my friend. How are you doing, buddy? Appreciate you guys dropping in for stream. I was about to say extreme stream, but there's nothing really extreme about what I'm doing right now, unless we add like danger music. Dun 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 dun. It's not gonna fit in there. Dun 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 dun. Yes, it did. Okay. Some of the stuff I'm gonna have to put back in boxes, I think. Like the systems, like the mini systems. I think. There's Valkyria Chronicles on there. Extreme. You just need the ECW music here, right? Extreme. Appreciate you guys checking out the stream as well, my friends, as well. The X stream, yeah, not gonna work. Is that the Danger Zone theme? Yeah, I did the music for the Danger Zone myself and Joan the Monkey. That was fairly guitar heavy. The orange box there, ironically in a transparent box, if you will. Got my work cut out for me. I do indeed. You want to play Demon's Souls, but you think you'll just get game over? To be fair, from what I have found, yeah, at the start of the game, it's not very hard. It doesn't feel that hard at the start. Wait, that sounds dirty. They don't give it to you as hard at the start. It's not getting better, is it? Yeah. It's not so bad at the start of the game. It gets harder. I'm just stuck in this narrative now, where I'm making euphemisms. Okay? Hey, Cabot! Mew Mew, how are you doing, my friend? Mew Mew Mew! What does that sound like? That sounds like some, creatures. It sounds like chocobos. Yeah, there you go. How are you doing, Cabot? Welcome, my friend. What's up, Cabot? Untitled Legends Dark Kingdom. One of the sort of hack and slash D&D style games. Bit like your Baldur's Gate, or even like a much easier Demon's Souls, if you will. How are you doing, Cabot, my friend? Appreciate you checking out the stream as we box up some games. What would I got in? My millionth copy of Skyrim. Jonan gave me this one actually. I didn't have it on the PS3. Yeah, so Jonan gave us through along with a bunch of games a little while ago. That was a fun stream actually. We did a little bit of a haul video. That's pretty cool. You doing good? That's good to hear, my friend. Glad you're doing well. Appreciate it. I'm doing okay. Got a lot of stuff to box up. Saboteur here. Now Saboteur on consoles. Actually, I think on the PS3 you can have the naughty bits in this game. People were talking about naughty bits earlier. You can have the naughty bits on the PS3 version, but not on the Xbox 360 version. It's a free DLC, but it's no longer on the Xbox, but it is on the PS3. If you really must have the naughty stuff, then it's on this one. It's on this one. You box stuff up nicely, just throw it in. You throw it in cling film drawers. Yeah, to be fair, a fair few things I'm gonna probably have to put in like bubble wrap. Like myself, I'm gonna have to bubble wrap myself. I won't put this over my head on the stream. Sends mixed messages. But like stuff like my consoles, I'm gonna have to box up, I think, as well. In bubble wrap when I take them over, maybe. What am I talking about? Naughty bits? Fan service? I don't know. Uncharted 3, Jake's Deception. Good game. Streamed this on the PlayStation 4. Did the Come on, you guys all tune in and see me be naughty on my couch. Watch me jiggle up and down. Wait, what? Anyway, sends mixed messages. No, we're not doing any breath play, Roughneck. It's already got weird enough, right? Uncharted 3. I have two versions of Uncharted 3, of course I do. One of these is the Game of the Year edition, that's why. They're different versions, I've got to have different versions. What's yours is mine. They all want my game collection. They all want to marry into my game collection. Sam's been hounding me for it as well. I think Sam even refers to it as our game collection. Aside from RE8, are there any games I'm looking forward to? There's a lot of games I'm looking forward to, actually. There's a Cotton reboot for the PlayStation 4, which is a shmup. A cute 'em up, actually. I'm looking forward to that. There's some NES re-releases coming out. There's Scat. There's a Super Nintendo re-release coming out from a Japanese beat 'em up. I think from Super Rare Games as well. That's really cool. Resident Evil 8, of course, definitely. I'm very much thinking that I'm going to get that on the PlayStation 5. Because I worry that the PlayStation 4 version with how they're doing things, they're making it for the PlayStation 5 and then porting it to PlayStation 4. I worry that the PlayStation 4 version is just going to be a, I'm not going to say cyberpunk lackluster port, but like, less. Drake's Fortune, there you go. No, mine, it's mine. Mine. And then nobody wants to marry me. Anyway, yeah, Uncharted. Infinity Universe. If I remember correctly, isn't this in the Disgaea universe? It is. It is in the Disgaea or Disgaea, because I can see that that character there. Can't remember her name. But also, the Prinny. I can see the Prinny as well, including the demon lady behind him, who was in the Prinny Bond games and many of the other games as well. Pretty cool. Yeah, RPG obviously. Trinity, Souls of Zeal, all. RPG again. Doomed. Battles will become legendary. Time Crisis. There is a Time Crisis game. It uses the Move on PlayStation 3. I actually really enjoy using the Move on Resident Evil 5. It's my preferred way to play Resident Evil 5. And this also includes Time Crisis 4 and a Pirates game in it as well. The Move is actually not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not as good as the Wii, the Wiimote, but it's not terrible. I certainly think they should have had an equivalent on the PlayStation 4, which they didn't. But it allows you to do light zapper stuff on your modern consoles, and there's nothing bad about that. Time and Eternity, another RPG. This one looks slightly suspect, as do many RPGs from overseas. But, different ways. There you go, Time and Eternity. Yes, there you go. Let's be together forever with that collection. Tomb Raider Classics. Yeah, I've got a lot of JRPGs actually. Many of them often feel a bit weird to a Western perspective because of cultural differences. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Cool collection. Most of these are pretty clean as they are, or I just can't see the dirt. Have I seen the Mortal Kombat trailer? I have actually. A co-worker shared it with me earlier, and I actually thought it looked pretty good. I didn't watch it with sound though, so I don't know what it sounds like. But $20 next Tuesday, nice. Next year, place your bets. When I get to the shelf behind me, next year. I'll be moving quicker if I'm not on stream. To be fair, it did look pretty good. I was pretty excited about it. I thought I wouldn't like it as well. Shoot is a real shooter. Uses PlayStation Move. Actually, not bad. Pretty dirty, but I guess we've already spoken about how dirty the game room is. Lord of the Rings: War in the North. Fairly clean. There we go. I've actually only got one more box after this anyway, so we're going to get onto the PlayStation 2. Then I'm going to need to, take stuff over and then bring the boxes back. So, we shall see. But yeah, appreciate you guys checking out the stream. We've still got a box to fill. The Last of Us, played this one originally. You can't get the DLC. So this is weird, right? This has DLC on it. You can't get the DLC from the game main menu anymore because it's no longer available because, that's just the way of digital content. But you can still buy the DLC separately. So I did that on the PlayStation 3. So I bought the DLC separately, which has its own launcher. And it just bugs me that you still can't launch it from the main game. It's really weird. Yeah, it should be pretty cool. I'm excited about it. Excited about the new Mortal Kombat. Looks like it's going to be pretty cool. How many games have I played one time and never had the desire to play them again? There's a fair few, actually. Resident Evil 2 on the TigerGame.com. Yes. I don't know whether I'm ever going to play that again. I probably will as a joke. There's been a couple of games, stealth games, when I play a stealth game and if it just doesn't click with me, and I'm like, I don't like this, then I might not play it again. But for sure, I wouldn't have stuff in the collection if I intended to never come back to it. So definitely, there's a lot of stuff that I want to. It's just maybe I might add it to like make a schedule where I do like random streams and random games at some point. The second movie for like Resident Evil movies. Oh, for the Mortal Kombat movies. I did not like the second Mortal Kombat movie because my favorite character was Shiva. Was Johnny Cage because and then he just got written off right at the start. So I didn't like that movie from the get-go. Biohazard Rival Collection. That is the last Resident Evil we actually streamed, even though it was one I'd already done before. We did Code Veronica, and it was very difficult doing it in a different language. Sure, talk about differences. That one was pretty difficult. God of War. I am the God of War. Ascension includes a demo for The Last of Us. This one looks pretty dirty. So, how well clean is it? It's mostly the case that needs cleaning. I thought we might get a little dirtier the further we got in towards the PS2, because the PS2 stuff has been on the shelf for longer than the PS3 stuff was when I removed everything. It was not, because this was pretty much a PS2 stealth. Then I ended up putting the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 on there because there was less of that, and thusly that stuff has been on there longer or less. They sound at 8-bit. Scorpios, get over here. They got to use one for the game. They probably should. They probably should. House of Dead Overkill. Me and Jonan did this on our Danger Zone episode. This is the extended cut on the PlayStation 3, which will have widescreen support as well. I think when we do come to do Danger Zone Reloaded, or Redux, or whatever have you, we will end up doing this version with the PlayStation Move and seeing how it differs. Some of the angles. I can tell you one big difference. At the start, when there's a lady dancing, and she's fondling like a Wiimote, the kind of stripper type character from the Wii version. It's just a generic like Zapper in this version because obviously they didn't want to show a Wiimote. So they obviously filmed two parts of that, similar to like Night Trap with the controllers. They filmed different entrances with different controllers. They probably just filmed two entrances when they filmed that bit for the live action bit. Yeah, he's the boogeyman. It's like the WWE boogeyman. I'm the boogeyman, and I'm coming to get ya. Alright, so this is Tekken, a hybrid, which is Tekken Tag Tournament, and a demo for the latest Tekken at the time. It's a HD version of Tekken Tag Tournament, essentially, which is cool. Cool. I like Tekken Tag, so I wanted to try a HD version of it. Showing off his 3DO games. Yes. I got a game over showing off my Vivid Interactive 3DO games. Alright, this is mostly clean. I'm just going to leave that. That's fine. That's fine. Fondling Wiimotes. Tales of Graces. I believe I have both the American and... Whoa, that's weird. Yes, this is the American one. This is the American one, but the ESRB rating has been covered up by a UK rating. That's weird. So I have the American one, and I also have the Power one. The covers are slightly different. I believe I got the other one just to have the extra special edition content, which is not here. That's what I think I was doing. Oh, it's the same on the back. They've put a sticker over the ESRB rating. That's weird. I never noticed that until just now. That is very strange. Yeah, there's the other one, as it should be. You see, it would be the PEGI rating. That's why it's weird. So I wonder why they put yeah, okay, whatever. This one is dirtier than the other. But most of these Blu-ray style cases aren't that dirty. Star Trek. This is a co-op game. If it wasn't for the music, it would probably be a good one to stream. But that copyright music. Hey, Chris, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Oh, you guys are beautiful. I appreciate you checking out the stream, my friends. For the last stream in the game room as I pack up the shelves. Not the shelves right now, but the games from the shelves. Put them away. Give it away now. Sorcery, another PlayStation Move game. I don't think I've actually played this because I didn't have the move set up when I got this. So there's that sort of thing. Some of the Move and Connect games will be easy to do with more space. That's the thing. Alright. Sega Mega Drive collection. This one has different games from the other collection. Again, great way to have a legitimate Sega collection for not that much. You could get a bunch of your favourite Sega games for just a couple of pounds. This has got to be quite cheap online right now. Resistance, Fall of Man. These are a bunch of shoot first-person shooters. There we go. Got there eventually. It's like I was shooting from the hip. This is very dirty. This one's very, very dirty. Well, 6 Game Boy Advance games recently. Another 2 games to come. Nice. What did you get, Chris? What did you get? What are you buying? What are you selling? No, I mean just yeah. What are you getting? Hey. Always been a game lover. It's nice seeing we got a stash. Yeah, it's like I said previously. It's like I haven't quite handled everything in quite a while, so now I'm like actively handling everything. It's a bit weird, like getting each game out. I think I had more of an attachment to like the PC games. When we come over to PS2, I think I'm gonna have more of an attachment. The more we go to modern games, I'm like, yeah, I remember buying this, but I have less time to play it. When we get to PS2 games, I think I'm gonna have more memories for those ones. Oh, this is a bundle copy, not to be sold separately. Wonder what this came with. Alright, rest please. Gotta be careful not to lean over, because I'm pretty sure when I leant over the first time, you saw into my pockets. My empty pockets. You never know what else you might see. You never know. Yes, Resistance 2. I had one of these on the PSP as well. But the controls on the PSP were really bad. You aimed with the triangle, X, circle, and square buttons. You moved with a little thumbstick knob. It was a bit awkward. Definitely have enough games for us the last time. Yeah, I think I figured out last time. Oh, these ones won't fit in there. Last time I had like a math stick. I think it was something like 4 years if I've spent a day playing each game. There's Resident Evil 5 Move version, which is not ideal, but I'm getting games faster than I can play them. But at some point, I will play them for sure. Ratchet and Clank, quest for booty. Got to get that booty. That sweet booty. Ratchet and Clank Crack in Time. These ones had different names overseas than what they have here. So that's pretty cool. And Pain. This was originally on the network. And it had a physical version. This I did this as one of my supporter exclusive videos for like Patreon and YouTube members. As like a little let's play. It's a weird game where you like slingshot people into stuff. And that's pretty much all there is to it, but it's actually kind of fun. Ninja Gaiden Sigma. Cool game. Cool game. I feel very much like I'm going to sneeze again. This is very dirty. I'm going to put that aside and clean it. Oh yeah, I'm going to sneeze. Should be alright. Maybe these ones are a little too dirty. Why? This box is almost full. So, have another thing. Love the Resistance Trilogy, JG. That's awesome, my friend. They're great games, for sure. They are great games. Definitely. Some great games in that collection. Yeah, they should make one for the new systems. I have one on the PlayStation Portable. Pretty cool. Yes, these ones are actually pretty dirty, the rest of these PlayStation 3 games, so I'm going to put them aside and now grab some of the ones over here. What about Assassin's Creed? In a black case, kind of interesting. Not too dirty. Acceptable dirtiness for a dirty stream. Right, no. I think I'm at limit for this case yet. Put a lid on that one. Put a lid on it. Not sure where I'm going to put it. Go to get X Advance. Tekken Advance. Hey, nice. So you got Sonic Advance 3. Monsters Incorporated, Lego Star Wars, Spyro of Ice, and MotoGP. Nice, I got one of the Spyro games on the GBA myself. They're pretty cool. Pretty cool. Ninja Gaiden Sigma is being released onto the Switch as a collection. Nice. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like the idea of that. I really do. Alright, let's swap these boxes around because I can get to this box. Let's do that. Oh, what did I smash with that? Oh, I smashed Starlink, so that's not a big deal. And then I dropped the box. But all my other boxes are full. Alright, let's fill this one up with some PS2 naughtiness. Seasons of Ice. Yeah, which one is the one that I have? I'm not sure. I think I might have that one. It's far off to the side. I think I might have that one. Pretty cool. I got one of them. Alright, so I'm going to skip the rest of the PS3 because I think they need cleaning. They're very dusty. So I'm going to go over to PS2, which in fairness is going to be even more dusty, but what are you going to do about it? But yes, so pick up some PS2. We have Taito Legends, full of Taito titles. Gonna need a cleaning thing for that. Hades now has a physical edition on Switch. Yeah, that seems pretty cool. I saw that mentioned as well. I saw pretty awesome. This is not that dirty, but it is a little dirty. There you go. Give it a wipe down. Yeah, these ones are actually going to be a bit more dirty, I think. So there's that. Awesome. Angry Video Game. I did a video of this recently. Direct last night. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I did enjoy it as well. I did enjoy it. That was cool. So, Virtual Cop Elite Edition, 2 for 1 in this pack. So, how about that one? I actually really like any Light Zapper games. Big fan of the genre. Big fan. Oh, you know what? I just noticed Taito Legends is very dirty. Yeah, that's right. War Monsters. This is pretty much a clone of Godzilla Destroyer Monsters. It's like a complete rip-off. Sony did this. But it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Pretty good. It's fair game. Reckless Yakuza Missions. There was a sequel to this, but it only released in Japan. So, this is like a racing destruction type game. It's pretty cool. It's got a story to it as well. Very cool. Grab ones from off the shelf. So this is part of the reason these aren't very well organized. Invested in a yeah. There's a lot of dust around right now from all of these dusty games. So we've got Puyo Pop Fever here, puzzle game. I think the older games I'm bringing out as well are getting more dust. Alright, so there's that one. PS2 version of that as well. Those blue cases make you think they're PS4. Yeah, so I believe that they originally were were black cases. So the early releases were black cases, and then they made it blue afterwards. Resident Evil Outbreak File 2, some of my favorite Resident Evil games here. And they don't have enough recognition in the Resident Evil community, I think. A lot of Resident Evil streamers don't even play these, or have not even played them at all. Yeah, Resident Evil Outbreak File 1 and 2, definitely worth a checking out. Worth a checking out if you're a Resident Evil fan. They can be hard, but, you know, a lot of games are when you haven't played them for the first time. It's good. Shogun's Blade. Hack and Slash. Some of these are better, less dirty than others. Try and grab the least dirty. Sonic Riders. Racing game. I don't know why Sonic needs a hoverboard. He should be fast as it is. Strange game. The Sonic racing games that I've never been a big fan of. They're not as good as the Mario racing games, for sure. There's a lot of dust, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Sword of the Samurai. Another cool game. This one has a story to it. You can accept your missions in this one. Pretty cool game. Pretty cool game. I enjoy it. These ones aren't that dirty, so these ones are fine. Oh boy, so this is a game. Actually, you mentioned earlier games that I wouldn't go back to. London Rush Hour, London Taxi Rush Hour. This is like the worst clone of Crazy Taxi ever. This is absolutely terrible. Terrible, terrible game. It's basically just a copy of Crazy Taxi. But it's really, really bad. Mission Impossible Operation Summer. Another stealth game. I'm not great with stealth games. But I do like to try them. I recently did some of the DLC on one of the Resident Evil games, which is all stealth, and I did fine. So it's just, I'm not terrible at it. GBA Advanced games you already got were Tony Hawk's 2, 3, and 4, Simpsons Road Rage, Mortal Kombat Advanced, Sonic Advance 1, and 2, Pokemon Emerald. Pokemon Emerald is, Pokemon games are really expensive these days. And Metal Slug Advance. Have you seen a Switch game that is Crazy Taxi? I have not. What is that? Mr. Bean here. If you haven't checked out the Mr. Bean TV series, I strongly advise it. It transcends translation because it's all physical comedy. And Rowan Atkinson is a fantastic actor. Hey Benjamin, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream. I'm doing a very casual boxing stuff up to move stream. Appreciate you checking out the stream, my friend. Samurai Legends Musashi. Yeah. This is okay. This is a cool game. Police Chase Down. Oh boy, this is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. This is definitely a budget release. You got a lot more budget releases here in the PAL region because we had less strict measures in place to stop shovelware coming out. And this is just like one road, and you just like fire at enemy vehicles that are trying to take down, I guess, someone important in a car. I'm packing little stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty much packing stuff away as it is, clearing the shelves up. Moving very soon. Hoping to get internet in a new place for Monday. My new game room teaser video, which will be a regular video, edited, and a bit satirical as you guys know me, will be on the 22nd, so Monday coming will be the next video. And I might be uploading a D&D video, depending on how long it takes to upload, later tonight as well. If you're a fan of D&D, shortly after the stream, I will be uploading a D&D video. Rowan Atkinson and Hugh Laurie, Hidden Gem and Blackadder. Yeah, Blackadder is awesome as well. Another show, if you haven't checked it out, check it out. Speaking of Tony Hawk's, actually, Tony Hawk's free. And actually, now I mention, black case for the older games, blue case for the newer ones. Although many of these games, this is in really good condition. The dust is getting to me. Trying to get to the ones that are not so dusty. I just grabbed this pile. Time Splitters. Fantastic game. Absolutely amazing. Grabbing them in sort of random order here. That's why they're not in any alphabetical sense. They just got to go, and I'll re-alphabetize them when they come to putting them on the shelves. Time Splitters 2. Awesome. Love these games. Love these games. They're amazing. I heard the music. I think Metal Jesus Rocks mentioned the music is not alright for YouTube. Which is a shame, because these would be great games to stream otherwise. old box there, the black box, or just been put in a regular box. Time Splitters was one of my games that I had that was damaged back in the day, so this was a replacement. Taxi Chaos. Ah, Taxi Chaos. Currently digital only. I see. Time Crisis free. I still have a CRT TV. So terrible news if you're a CRT TV fan. Not only did I manage to break a garage door recently, I also dropped my Sony Trinitron CRT TV glass down onto the concrete floor in the garage, which is terrible. However, I was able to procure a Philips personal monitor. It's almost like I could say PVM, but it's not a PVM because it's a personal monitor. So yes, very unfortunate because I wanted to get that Sony Trinitron fixed, but you know the glass is destroyed. I picked up a Sony Trinitron recently, which has video built in, but the screen on that is scratched, so that's no good. But I picked up a Philips monitor, which is okay. But also I'm speaking to someone on Facebook Marketplace currently about getting a Philips CRT TV, about 19-inch. It's not as good as a Sony Trinitron, but it'll let me play Time Crisis with a light zapper. There you go. Yeah, they are the best. It's such a shame. It was just too heavy. Like, you know, it was too big. I had a widescreen one previously, which you guys might have seen in older game room videos. I had a widescreen one, but that one was too big. I actually don't like widescreen CRTs. They're just way too big. I want a 4x3. But, you know, at least 21-inch, 19-inch. So I get a 19-inch Philips. It should be pretty good. Time Crisis 2. Because I'm a big fan of my Zapper games. Philips and Samsung. Yeah, I've seen a couple of Samsung monitors around as well. A decent brands. Yeah, a lot. To be fair, after the Sony Trinitrons came out with their better technology for the light, and they're so much brighter, most places like Philips just copied their technology anyway, so they're not quite Trinitrons, but they're pretty much copies. The Thing here, Awesome Survival Horror. I actually want to do this at some point because I really enjoyed this game back in the day. I loved the film. The original film, that is. And this game, I really enjoyed it back in the day, so it would be cool if I could do that again. Survival horror. I actually think Resident Evil style, but with the kind of isolation aspect of this game. The Snow Queen's Quest has Richard O'Brien in it. Almost as good as Brian Blessed. Brian Blessed voiceover on anything is amazing. Richard O'Brien, love Richard O'Brien, he's amazing. I just feel like Brian Blessed can make anything amazing just by shouting. I was watching a scene of him in about Blake 7, and I paused it in every single frame, and he had a different expression on his face. The 50s Thing movie, The Thing from Another Planet, I think that was alright. It's just a bit weird because in The Thing from Another Planet, he's got like a cactus. He's like half plant. He's got like a cactus on his hand. It's a bit weird. But still, indeed, from the Who Goes There book, where it was conceptualized. Never seen that game before. That is this is a PAL exclusive. Although it's not saying much because this is definitely a budget title. But The Sims, I used to have all the Sims on the PC. I used to have all of them. It took a million years. If you guys have ever played The Sims, it makes up a load of stuff during the loading screen, like recalculate splines, which doesn't mean anything. It just says it. Which is kind of funny. The Seed. Kind of looks a bit like Star Trek Armada. I had a mod for Star Trek Armada that my friends used to make it Babylon 5 Armada. If you're a fan of Babylon 5, you could play like a Babylon 5 spaceship game. Have like the it was really cool. Have like the shadows attack and the Kosh. Pretty cool. Alright, there you go. See Warzone. It is, to be fair, this one is actually really dirty. So yeah, I'm gonna put that away. The Red Star. Cool top-down shooter. Pretty cool. We have some of the best Canadians. Got like Canadian bacon. Man, I want bacon. Alright. You know, it's funny in South Park the way they portray Canada. In the game, they have like Canada be like an 8-bit world. It's pretty funny. No One Lives Forever, the operative. First-person shooter, very good one. Very good one. Hard, but good. We're getting back into saying stuff's hard again, aren't we? This one is fairly clean. There'll be a lot of stuff I need to go back over. There you go. PAL is pretty awesome library. Yeah, it was a mod to make Star Trek Armada, Babylon 5 Armada, so it was a mod, but it was a very good mod at that. It was very fun. Matrix Path of Neo. Pretty cool game. Hey, catch you later, Daniel. Thanks for checking out the stream, my friend. Awesome of you to stop by, and I will catch you next time. The getaway there. As you get away, huh? I think these are GTA style games. They come with maps and stuff. Old case here. Catch you later, Jonan. Thanks for stopping by, my friend. Appreciate you checking out the stream. And I will catch you next time, buddy. Which may well be in the next game room. For that should hopefully be set up soon. Symbol of Babylon 5 game reminds you of Star Wars Mandalorian symbol. Ah, cool. There's a regular getaway. Julia landmark title on PlayStation 2. Pretty cool stuff. The Bouncer, one of my favourite games on the PS2 and one of the early titles by Squaresoft. It's a 3D beat 'em up game. I want to stream this at some point. I did a little preview of it, a little let's play of it for the Patreon supporters and members. But definitely wanna do more of this. Don't know when, but I will at some point for sure. Play more of this. Great game, great game. Underrated game as well. Bouncer. Actually, later, my friend. All the best indeed. Tetris Worlds. I will buy any game that says Tetris in it. Probably any game that says Tetris in it. This one's very dirty as well. Tenchu, Wrath of Heaven. I love these games. Came on the PlayStation 1. Stealth games, but you don't have to do stealth all the time. You can hack stuff up. And that gives you a lot more versatility, and I enjoy that. And this one's pretty clean. Tenchu Fatal Shadows. Another entry to the series. Is that too dirty? Probably not. It'll be fine. Most stuff I've got away with just a kitchen roll. Is that Squall from Final Fantasy VIII? No, but it does look a lot like Squall from Final Fantasy VIII. It is not him, but it does look a lot like him. You are correct. It does look a lot like him. Tekken Tag. We had the hybrid version of this later. Pretty cool. Very cool. Very dirty though, this game. Is it too dirty? I'm gonna have to clean it. Probably not. We're good. Alright. Probably feel like one more in there. Tekken 4. The 4th of the Tekkens. May the Iron Fist tournament live on. King of Iron Fist tournament, I should say. The only one that has an Iron Fist is Jack. Because he's a robot. Alright. How many else can I fit in here? Maybe I should do my collector's editions, yes. Lord of Arcana, actually probably want to put the game in that. So I put that in there, PSP. Alan Wake. Great game. 360. Fantastic, fantastic game. One of my favourites. Fable 3. Oh. This is not in the best condition, but it is a very good game. Special edition here. that actually going to fit in there? No, not at all. Final Fantasy 7 Deluxe. I think this will fit in there. Could be wrong. Yes, it will. Just. Wonderboy Strictly Limited. Is that going to fit in there? No, it's still too big. What else within? I guess regular games would. We got here Xenosaga Episode 2. Collector's Edition. Didn't have any regular edition over here, so this is all you got. It's in okay shape. This is fairly sought after as well. Do you think we'll ever get a PS2 Mini? Unfortunately, I heavily doubt it. I don't think it's something. I don't think it's even something they're even thinking of. I think they gathered by the fact that people didn't have interest in the PS1 Mini that people had no interest in it. But it's because they put not the right games on it. It's on them, but they see that as people don't want it. Unfortunately. Greatest hits copy of Final Fantasy 7. My copy of Final Fantasy 7 is Platinum, which is I guess your equivalent of greatest hits over here. Greatest is one of the GOATs and greatest of all times. It is very fun indeed. It is very fun. What else can I fit in here? I guess some of these. Don't fall. Killzone. Is it not too dirty? It's not too dirty. Looks fine. The King of Fighters. I think that one's fine as it is. Curry Curry Mix, also known as The Adventures of Cookie and Cream. Overseas. Different games, different names over here. SSX 3. Tricky is my favourite SSX. This one's very clean because it's in the middle of the shelf. SSX. Do I not have a copy of SSX Tricky? That's insane. I don't have a copy of Tricky on PS2. It must have been damaged by water. I have it on the Xbox, I think. That's insane. I need to grab that. I think last time I picked it up, I found a copy without a disc in it. That's why. Need to get it replaced. I have a little space in here that I could probably fit like one of my minis. Yes, I'll probably do that. I'll probably there's like a tiny bit of space on the side here. I'm probably gonna put like my NES Mini in there or something. But there you go, guys. That was the last stream in this old game room. My goodness, guys! Thank you for being here and checking this out. Thank you for staying with me. I do hope you continue to stay with me as we move on to the next game room and beyond. My goodness, guys, you guys have been amazing. Thank you for supporting the channel, thank you for checking out the stream, and thank you for hanging out with me. It especially warms my heart to know that you guys want to hang out with me, even when I'm just, you know, cleaning games and stuff. So, you guys have been awesome. You guys are amazing. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a like or comment to let me know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already for more awesome content. And if you'd like to, you can also support me through Patreon or YouTube channel membership. Other than that, my friends, once again, thank you for watching. I have been MVL, and I will catch you next time.